Hey everybody, welcome to Getting Stoked. Want to jump in real quick and tell everyone how you can connect with the show. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for constant updates, events, and whatever ramblings and going on I might be involved with. I always want to connect with listeners and be as accessible as possible. So if you're interested in coming on the show, or maybe you just want to shoot the shit, hit me up at gettingstokedpodcast@gmail.com or any of the aforementioned social media websites. Always feel free to send me links to your music, and if I'm into it, I'll hit you back. You guys are everything to me, and it really means the world that anyone listens, so thank you so fucking much. Enough with the chuffa, let's get on with the show.
I can see that.
Wow.
Dick
good
socks.
stuff. I love you. Love yourself.
I'm about it.
Here we go.
Really,
the episode's already rolling, guys. What's
Oh.
up?
Oh,
Six
hey.
Hello.
line.
What's
Holy
up?
shit.
Hello.
Talking about red hot cocks and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, guys.
thank you for having us.
It's good to be here.
I'm happy to have you all on. I'm happy to finally meet you.
Yeah.
I saw you guys play that crazy tour send-off show at 51 West. That one that you fucking sold out for.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was working. My girlfriend and I worked there.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, and you guys fucking killed. Like, holy shit.
Thanks.
I was
Thank you.
sick that day. I don't like to talk about that show. Yeah.
Didn't seem like it to me. You guys you guys killed it, man. That was a really impressive show. After that, I was like, damn.
That was fun.
So,
a good
yeah,
time.
man, I'm really happy that you guys are happy having a good time. You're here. So I don't really know a whole lot about you guys. Like, what part of the valley are you from?
We're.
It's Gianni's from Awatuki, and then the rest of us are from Mesa.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Awatuki?
The Tookville.
The-
It's like
the
the
Tooks.
All
the
white
South
Tookie.
Phoenix address that's on the other side of South Mountain that they just
If
don't
you
want to have a Phoenix address.
If you
I
follow
guess.
the red lights
Or they
on
do.
the mountain,
That's where
near
my
there.
house is. If you see those red lights for the radio towers, that's where I live.
Damn.
I go to different parts of like Arizona, and I'll just see the red lights, and I'll be like, Gianni's right there.
That's where I am.
Damn.
That's literally how I find my way home.
That's awesome. Well, good for you. It's like the North Star.
Exactly.
That's how you
Exactly.
find your way home. That's awesome, dude. So, like, from the conversation we had earlier, it sounded like you guys, at least a few of you, knew each other for a long time, right? You were talking about knowing him in 7th grade,
Yeah.
right? So did you guys go to the same school then?
I went to the same in 7th grade. Me and Slack both went to Brimhall Junior High.
Got it.
So
Damn.
I've known Slack the longest. Although after that, we both went to different schools for 8th grade because Brimhall had closed down the year we were there. And so after that, I didn't talk to him again until like sophomore year. But
Oh,
I met-
shit.
yeah.
Sorry, we haven't introduced everybody yet. Sorry. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
bad.
let's do that.
Let's go from my left. We have.
I'm
Here,
Slack.
take your mic a little closer to your face, homeboy.
I'm
You
Slack.
can pull it to you. You can pull
Oh,
it
yeah.
to you. Look at that.
Sick,
It's
yeah.
adjustable.
It's on an arm.
Oh damn!
hell
Hey,
yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, I'm
That's
Slack.
the kind of production quality you're going to get if getting stoked. And over here,
I'm Michael.
Michael.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm Gianni.
there we go. Thank you, guys. All right, then now enough with the formalities. Back to what we were talking about. So you guys went to the same junior high.
Mhm.
That's important. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I honestly, we weren't that close.
We weren't, yeah.
And I didn't really. I can't say I loved him,
I can't say I like Slack
but
either.
now it's we're sick. We're
Slack
tight.
had Justin Bieber hair and he wore diamond and like Nike socks.
Yeah, man, I was a
and-
poser. I was a poser straight up. Yeah. It was
I wore
bad.
like the same 3 shirts every day of the week. They all said camp. I had multiple shirts. I had like 3 of the same exact shirt, and I would just rotate them. Camp Jam.
Yeah.
Shout out to. Actually, no, never mind.
Oh.
no shout outs.
So at what point did you grow out of the whole diamond high socks thing?
Well, yeah, like that kind of like went on for a few years. I kind of ditched that because I didn't want to pay $30 for a shirt every time. But yeah, when I was like 14, I got back into bands because I had like a rap phase, huge rap phase. I still love rap, but not like that.
Yeah,
And so ever since like freshman year, I've just been doing this.
that's awesome.
So yeah,
I still swear that he showed up to try out for our band in joggers. He claims he didn't.
I
but
didn't
I'm
wear
pretty
joggers.
Sure.
I'm
I'm pretty sure I remember that being my first
I've
impression.
never owned a pair of joggers. For the record, I do not. Those are the
I
worst.
don't know why
pants.
I remember that. I just remember.
Fucking hell, dude.
Wait, what song did you try out with on guitar?
I played some Jimi Hendrix song. I don't know.
All on
Probably
the
Purple
Watchtower.
Haze.
No, you played. I swear, you played like a Van Halen song.
No. I don't know.
Eruption.
Or a
No,
Zeppelin song or
It was
something.
Hendrix. It was Hendrix, probably.
He wanted to be Hendrix. So
Yeah,
bad.
I know.
Just might have
Just
been.
leave it
on the
at
crew.
Hendrix.
Hendrix and no joggers.
No joggers.
That's what Slack
So
wants.
Gianni, when did you come into the picture?
what was it, May of 20 or like April or May of 2016?
Yeah,
Is that right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, they had been a band and they had like written some songs already and were getting ready to record. They just released their second single, and I was in a different local band and we played a show with Baseline, and then Michael and I started conversing about like him being a singer and me joining the band, and thus it happened.
There you go.
At the time, I played guitar and sang, and it was like kind of annoying.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't mind it, but it was like I wanted the freedom, and I think we all kind of didn't. We all want to have
No, man, we wanted it for so long. We tried out singers, guitar players. We tried to just get him on guitar
Yeah.
and then get a different singer, and then we just gave
tried
up.
a lot of things. Yeah,
We gave up, and then Gianni just kind of fell into our lap. So,
That's awesome.
That's how I showed up.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It was
Cool.
nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys. So what do you? Okay, so around the table, influences. This is my favorite fucking question in the world because we can just go on about this forever.
Oh yeah.
Like, so let's start with you because you're
Okay.
on my left.
Oh man. I guess like
Kodak Black.
Shit.
Cardi B fan.
Yeah, like I guess like a long time influence. Yeah, like going back to Jimi Hendrix. That guy blew my mind because he played a right-handed guitar left-handed, and
Yeah.
that was like, whoa. So yeah, him. Who else? Oh my god, am I blanking? I was super into Slipknot when I was like 8 years old.
Same.
So like Jim Root
Yep.
is a badass. So those guys like got me into guitar, and then nowadays it's more like, I don't know, everything. Like I really just I pull influences from all genres everywhere, but I take a lot of influence from like older music.
When I first heard Slipknot, I thought this was the hardest shit in the world.
Dude, it scared me. It scared me,
It scared me too.
but I loved it.
Yeah, dude, I was like really into it, and I was like, this is the ultimate badassery. This is the
Yeah.
darkest it gets. And then
It's
I
edgy.
realized like this is the poppiest metal music aside from Avenged Sevenfold on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, dude, they were a big influence to me too. That shock value the 8-year-olds.
when you're 8 years old and you see dudes in masks and there's
Oh,
9 of
yeah.
them on stage, you're just like, oh my god. But I fell in love, but I wouldn't go
Badass.
see him because I was too scared. But I've seen him now, like, but back then I just couldn't do it. 'cause
better than
it was-
Hollywood Undead.
Dude, hell no. Oh.
When it comes to dudes in masks. I mean, but they're scary because you're like with Slipknot, you're worried about somebody eating your face off. And with Hollywood Undead, you're worried about date rape. So like,
oh shit.
so what about you, Michael? What are some of your influences?
So growing up, I listened to like the All American Rejects, Simple Plan, Taking Back Sunday. Those are kind of like the early things that I really listened to. But now I guess
too.
like I listen to a lot of different stuff now, and I kind of when I listen to music, I take influence all over the place. Like I don't even think about just like vocally or lyrically. It's also like song structure. I think I pay attention to tempo a lot.
Really?
Now because like I feel like we write, I don't know, not at the same tempo, but like when a song's like slower, I can really appreciate that. Like if you listen to like Citizen's new album, they just have a lot more like laid back songs that I don't know. I've come to appreciate that, and that really influences me to kind of write in that way.
Citizen's one of those bands that have been on my long list of bands to listen to that I
Yeah,
just haven't gotten
move
around
them to the
to
top.
yet.
Move
All right.
move 'em to the top.
Word.
Specifically, As You Please, that album.
Okay, I'll do that. I need a bunch of stuff to listen to. I had this thing right now. I'm trying to listen to like every notable album of the year. I guess like I want it because 2017 I made a list of my favorite albums of the year, and there was not enough on there.
Yeah.
I realized I did not listen to that many new albums. So like now 2018, I don't care. Camila Cabello, Migos. I'm listening to everything, even if I hate all of them. I'm listening to everything that comes out.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, which has been perilous and fun at the same time, I guess.
Takes a lot of time.
Yeah, but I got time. It's
There
cool.
you go. Good.
So you're really into the new Citizen stuff?
Yeah, that among a lot of other things. I guess really, I like melodies more. I used to be really into lyrics and just how lyrics went, but now I'm really into melodies and like a good hook.
Yeah.
I like a strong hook.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with poppy, catchy music as long as it's.
I agree.
For me, as long as it's coming from the heart, like doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of pop music out there. You can tell that people just wrote in a cubicle.
Yeah, they
But-
just wrote it because it's structured to be a good song. What is defined as a good song.
Exactly. It's like it's an algorithm.
Yeah, exactly.
But as long as it's coming from the heart, man, like it's awesome. Marvin Gaye, all that kind of shit.
Hell
So
yeah.
good. Even today though, there's pop singers, like even like the last Lady Gaga record was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the new Kesha record's not that awful, and just because it's good, yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Good stuff.
Gianni, moving over to you.
Oh gosh. I grew up on Green Day more than anything. Like Green Day and Nirvana were my two favorite bands growing up because I just loved at least like the raw kind of aggression, more like the punk rock stuff, and that followed me like deep into high school. I'd listen to only like underground punk bands that no one knew of.
Hey, do me a favor, come onto the mic a little bit more.
My
I want
bad.
to see. There you go.
Okay,
That's what I
sick.
wanted to see. Yeah, be on the mic a little
Gotcha.
bit more. Okay, keep talking.
But yeah, punk rock was just a big thing for me, and I definitely tried to start like a good like 10 other punk bands that I thought would totally like destroy the scene and were going to be like the next edgy thing, but it just never worked out. And I'm really happy like I'm in this band, and nowadays I'm drawing more influence, like Michael says. Like I listen to a little bit of everything, and I'm listening to more of the song structure and like the melodies. Like I never used to listen to melodies, and like for example, the new Plot and New record is incredible because it just came like they saw that
Yeah.
answer coming. I will not shut up about this record.
That record is just so diverse.
Yeah, they
Who
went
is
the Plot and New. They came up as like a really hardcore metalcore band, like breakdown after breakdown after like sludge, and like just being really vulgar in their lyrics and like creating the sense of chaos. And then this new record is like their departure from that kind of genre, and it's got like there's songs on that there could be pop songs. They use a lot of different sounds like synths, different. I can't even explain what's on that record, but it's so dynamic and diverse. I think that they're really like setting the bar for new music to come out.
That's awesome, man.
And I just love stuff like that.
I need to. I like how I feel like that is a very common thing that's happening right now in music. I'm noticing a lot more mainstream artists or artists who before kind of won on a formula that was different than the one they're using right now, and they're changing things up and making things weird and crazy. Like the new MGMT record, for instance, is a really good example of like weird and eerie.
Dude, they've been weird for so long.
Yeah,
I know, but the
I
new
heard good
album
things
is
about the new one
eerie.
though.
It is, dude.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Little
It's
Dark
amazing.
Age.
Yeah, Little Dark Age. I'm not an MGMT guy. I was never into that
Yeah.
band, but that new album, I just again as to that whole, I want to listen to everything. I just fell in love with it. It's really, really good.
I completely agree. And I've heard like just with new music coming out now, it seems like people are starting to just write and put whatever just sounds good to them, and it's not so like you're not forcing yourself into a genre anymore. Like if it sounds good and you like it and that's what you think, that's your song, like that's what you think is right to do for the song, then do it. I think that's cool. There's less boundaries.
Even with rap music, I mean,
Yeah.
from Danny Brown to Kendrick Lamar, like Chance the Rapper, all these different people are doing different things. It's not as much. I mean, the new Kendrick record's a little bit more par for the course of rap music,
Yeah.
but as far as like, there's just a lot more. I don't know. I like how people are starting to really break out of this kind of shell.
Yeah.
I suppose
Me too.
of a genre, and everyone's trying new stuff.
It's starting to turn into like actual art now.
Yeah.
It's not so like synthetic sounding, if that's the word. To
Yeah,
use.
no, that totally makes sense. I
Yeah.
feel you.
I don't know if any of you guys listened to like the All American Rejects put out like in like earlier this or in 2017 they put out like a 2-song EP, and I watched this interview that Tyson did when he was just kind of saying like for the first time they're making music that like he's writing it the way he wants it to be, and he's not writing it for a label or he's not writing it for what people expect to hear from the All American Rejects. He's just writing what he wants to.
Interesting.
And that's to me that's really inspiring because I always for a while I would think, well, we have a genre where this is what we kind of sound like, but I don't think I worried about that much when we wrote our most recent EP.
That's good.
Which I like about that. That's
Well,
what I
you
like
didn't worry
about it.
about the genres.
Yeah, I didn't because we don't really label ourselves. I hate when people ask what genre is your band because I just hate that question.
Just dude, if they're 40, you say rock and roll. If
Yeah.
they're like 16,
If they're like
You
18 to like 30, you can just say we're similar to Blink, kind of a little bit.
yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll just say we're like Blink-182, and they'll be like, oh, dude, I love that.
See,
and
I've
then
always-
they haven't listened to anything.
I've always
like
heard
that.
you guys described as a pop punk band.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like the genre that it's like easy, it fits.
It's
That's-
easy to and then we definitely put ourselves out there like that. I think at the beginning. I mean, I think that's what
Yeah.
we wanted to be.
We
'cause
used
that
to
was-
have like Arizona pop punk in our bio, but
Yeah,
you won't
so-
find that anywhere now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know. I don't like because like with every genre, there's a stigma.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's
there's
like
a pop punk stigma.
there's such a
Yeah.
stigma, like pizza and fucking skateboards.
Underage
Like none of
girls.
us like we
Hating your hometown.
hating your phone. I love it here. I think
I
it's
know.
sick.
I like
Yeah.
Mesa.
I love this place. So
no,
like
I feel you. But there is a like I'm not in the pop punk scene with my band necessarily.
Yeah.
Like we're more in the indie scene, but
Mm-hmm.
I hear people talking about pop punk all the time. Like, oh, fucking pop punk show, or oh, these kids, and this that and the other thing. Like, pop punk has definitely like a bad name to it. It's
Yeah.
weird. Like
Yeah.
emo used to have the bad name, but now emo is starting to be cool again, and
Yeah.
everyone's
Oh,
like
yeah.
experimenting with like old school emo stuff.
Yep.
And pop punk, it got shafted in
Yeah.
its place, and everyone's just
Yeah.
making fun of pop punk.
I don't know why it
We
had a
just-
huge resurgence. And-
Yeah, I mean, like, there's definitely like good pop punk bands that are like coming up still, but like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them pop punk.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I try and not talk about like I try if I'm talking about a band, I try not to say pop punk if they're of that persuasion, because
Yeah.
immediately some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm totally into it, but some other people are immediately just like, nope, not interested, done.
We're just a band.
Yeah, you just gotta say it's just music, and if
Yeah.
you like it, that's all. Like that's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Uh huh.
Doesn't matter what genre, because people will think, like, oh, that's rap. Oh God,
I can't like that.
I can't like that. That's not what I like.
It's
and
not
like
me.
you haven't even listened to it. You
Yeah,
don't even know.
totally. I
So,
feel you, man.
yeah.
That's absolutely. It's definitely like that with rap music.
Mm-hmm.
So first show. What was the first show billed as baseline?
Would you count that as the Club Red show?
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah. It was.
Okay. The first show we played at a venue, right? That's your question.
In show at all. I mean, if it was a house show,
Okay.
whatever.
That's the first show as baseline. Yeah, we had other names.
Yeah. Okay, so the first show as baseline we played on February 10th, 2015.
Ooh.
No, I lied. February 10th,
16.
2016.
Yeah.
Oh,
and we
wow.
played Club Red with two other bands I've not even heard of since. Don't know who they
They're
are. They
Ice
didn't
Pick
bring
Granny.
Oh, that's one.
Ice
They
Pick
didn't
fucking Granny, who has
And-
a zombie grandma that walks around while they play with an ice pick.
That's Club Red.
None of
dude.
those bands brought out any people, and they were like, I was mid set playing, and this guy goes, hey, tell your people to stay mid set, yelling at me
Mid-fucking set.
from like the crowd. I was like, what the? I don't know. You know, of course that's courteous. Of course I'm gonna say, hey, stick around, but.
Was there anybody there at all for anybody?
I think we had a few people stay, and then as soon as the band after us kind of took stage, it was just kind of like, oh my god, what is happening?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And it was, they had a bunch of shirts that said, "Keep your bitch in check."
Yes, and
Not-
they were free if they liked you. If they
Yeah.
liked you, it was free. If they didn't like you, it was My dad got one for free.
What the
No
fuck?
way.
Yeah, he still has it. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, it was
Daisy.
a dog. She's
Yeah.
dead.
Okay, she's always welcome.
But yeah, dude, Club Red. I worked as a stagehand, or not a stagehand, but like a loader for Club Red for Twisted, like for Twisted, like the Juggalo,
Yeah.
like
No
ICP
fucking way.
band.
Oh no.
That is
It was
so
weird.
insane. That is so sick.
Yeah,
Down
no, I
with the
just-
clown till I'm dead in the ground.
Dude, yeah, down with the clown until I'm dead in the ground.
Dude, it was insane. It was like them and like Blaze Ya Dead, Homie, and Sidney Payton and a bunch of other
Yes.
people. And it was so the funniest thing was the semi truck out back that on the side of it had a little sticker that said like Twisted LTD or whatever, and it was all just like in normal font. It just said Twisted.
Oh my god.
Oh my
And
gosh.
dude, that was weird. But everyone was really cool. Like all the
Yeah, they're actually very
the
nice
we were
people,
working
I've
with.
heard.
Yeah.
I didn't meet the guys. They were
Yeah.
hanging out and they were hiding in
Yeah.
the bus the whole night.
Okay.
But I hung out with like the crew.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the tour crew and the stage manager and stuff like that, and they were super rad. So every time I think Club Red, I think about that. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, I think of the same. I think of just weird bands, like
Yeah.
guerrilla
Yeah.
style bands. They get on the weirdest.
We
bands.
haven't. They and a lot of times they put together shows like that don't make any sense.
Mhm.
Like we've played with. I can't even, like every time we played there twice,
Just
three
twice,
times,
yeah.
twice, and every time the lineup was just like
It's weird.
from all walks of the earth. It was like not even like I would never put that together. We love mixed bills, but even so, it was just so. I was always so odd. But
It just didn't
the
feel
stage
like,
is the stage is kind of cool.
Yeah, stage is
Not the
Decent
biggest
size.
fan of the stage volume, but
Yeah,
that's
Club-
a personal problem.
yeah, no, it's a weird spot, man. Sorry, the dog is gonna attack everybody.
No, the dog is welcome.
But yeah, man, Club Red is definitely a weird spot. I haven't played there. We turned down some offers there just because we got like.
so have we.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've turned down plenty of offers, but I don't think we don't even get anymore.
Yeah, I think they stopped coming to us.
So yeah.
So okay, Fragments. Let's talk about Fragments for a second.
Oh, yeah.
So how did this track come together?
I think you brought the
I brought the-
no,
No, I brought the dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah, you brought the
easy chord, the easy chord.
Yeah, the little riff in the beginning there, and
That was actually, just to sidebar, that was the first song we ever wrote together. With me and the band. Like when I joined, that was the first song we ever wrote, and it
was originally called Best Intentions, and it was about my neighbor who kept calling the cops on us playing in the garage. And you know what? Back then I was so pissed at her, but we would literally move our stuff into the front yard and play there. Like
with
I
it pointing
understand
at her house.
Yeah, I understand now. I understand why she was
what's your
mad.
fucking problem? We're just playing music. Like I think I get it now.
But yeah, that song. That's I don't know.
Wrote it in his
Wrote
house.
it, and then we had like 6 songs, and we were like, hey, we should record one so that people know that we're actually a band. So we changed our band name, and
What was the band name before?
we don't really talk about it.
No, dude,
We
no.
were originally Plead the Fifth, and then
Plead the Fifth,
we
okay.
changed our band name to Swords and Pens.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, I've had bad band
Yeah,
names too. We've all been there.
The list goes on. Yeah.
Oh,
So then after Swords and Pens, we kind of sat down one day and we're like, we're about to go record a song. We had booked studio time at this point, and we're like, we're about to go record a song. We cannot release anything under this fucking name. So we had week-long debates about our band name, and finally it, you know.
That happens, man. I wanted like I every once in a while I have like. So the cool thing now for band names is the weird like pun or portmanteau on like a person's name.
Yeah.
So like Elvis to Presley or Leonardo to Capricorn.
Michael Sarah Palin.
Exactly, Michael
Yes.
Sarah Palin. I came up with Urethra Franklin.
Dude.
But nobody wanted it. Nobody was
Oh my
down.
god. You're a fucking genius.
Yeah, you guys were way more excited than everybody else was.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
I'm
dude,
so
bad
glad
band
that's
names
not
are
it.
just like that's the name of the game. Like,
is
when
now, yeah.
when I was younger, when I was like 10, I created a fake band that I was in and told all my friends that I was in a band called the Wolf Pack.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like, dude,
that's edgy.
That's hard as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I was in the Breaking Point.
the breaking point's not awful though.
I was in the Pancake Squad too. Don't forget that one. I'm not even kidding.
no.
Oh god. That
What
honestly,
is the Pancake Squad?
It was a dope band, dude. It was sick.
It was a dope band.
No, it was like
That's
me.
Michael's solo
It was me
project.
and Cody Tucker, and like Cody Tucker could just do like a standard 4/4 beat, and I could play a C chord, I think.
Ugh.
Ooh.
I think that was pretty much it.
Back when your guitar was bigger than you.
Yeah, I was also in a band called Graffiti.
I was in a band called The Untitled, and then I was in a band called Minority, and we were a bunch of white kids. And then, which I just thought about that the other day. Like I remember, we called the band Minority after
Like Green Day?
After the Green Day
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
But then it wasn't until the other day that I was like, oh, we were just a bunch of white kids.
Yeah.
called Minority
Oh,
from like
shit.
suburban Ohio.
Dude, that's crazy.
But the worst one though, I have you guys all be when I was in 5th grade. I wanted to be a rapper. I discovered rap in 5th grade, and I was all like, that was like I was really into Eminem, and I was really into rap, and I wanted to be a rapper so bad. So I wrote raps, and I filled notebook after notebook after notebook with raps that
grind.
luckily I don't remember. And my rap name was White Chocolate.
Oh yeah. There you go.
I thought I was so clever.
Do you still have all the notebooks?
No,
or?
absolutely
Oh.
not.
If I kept all
Damn
my
it.
songwriting notebooks from elementary
I
school,
want to see that now.
I remember one
White
time
chocolate.
in like I think in like 5th grade when like I was still in a band with like remember like when Landry and Taylor and we played like one All American Rejects cover. I'm like
Swing,
such an
Swing.
Yeah, Swing.
Yeah.
I remember I wrote one song and I printed out sheets with all my lyrics on it, and I was like stoked, and they all made fun of me because the first line was like, "You left me for that thing," and everyone I said that, and everyone bullied me.
object.
Yeah, that thing.
That inanimate object.
Yeah. See, they did that shit for like a month, and then after that, I was like, you know what? I tore up the papers. I was like, I'm never writing for this band again. Like, screw off.
Oh man, there was so much anger in that line though. That thing.
5th grade me struggling over,
That's fucking that's angst.
Dude, no,
I was
no.
born with it, Slack.
I get you. So where did you record the song?
Oh, we never recorded that.
No. Sorry.
Oh,
Not
Fragments.
that song, Fragments.
We recorded it with Mike Oliver at
Tough Tones.
Tough Tones.
Nice.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to go with a single as opposed to just an EP?
We didn't have that much money or any other good material.
Yeah,
That's a really fair answer.
That's
That was
the
it.
exact right answer.
I think that was. I think we played like a little house show like in October, right before our Club Red show, months before. But
That was as Swords and Pens.
yeah, that was at Swords and Pens,
Yeah.
and we played like 6 songs, and Fragments was the one that people liked the most. Or people were like, that song was good.
It's also the song we would play when people would come driving by the garage and
True.
say, guys, quick, they're watching us. Play Best Intentions. Back
Best
when it was called
Intentions.
play Best Intentions. Like, remember when that guy was driving past your house over and over and we thought he was like a talent scout? Dude,
No way.
straight up. I've never told you this.
I've never heard this story.
Yeah. So this dude was driving with his window down. And now I would just think, oh, he's just watching and listening because that's a band and people like find that amusing. So, like, we were like, dude, he's totally like, what if he's for a label? Like, what if he's working for a label? Like, what if this is like Fearless or some shit?
Fueled by Ramen out
Yeah,
in
what if
Mesa,
it's fueled by
Arizona.
ramen, dude? So we just started playing Best Intentions and fucking, I don't know, man, but
Nowadays, I'd be like, oh, fuck, he's going to complain.
he's probably just getting the address so he can call the cops.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so funny, man.
I do remember that.
Like, yeah, no, we've been through plenty of that before. Like, some dude like would buy a CD and say, my friend runs Burger Records. I'll send it to him, and then we're all just believing absolutely that we're gonna get on Burger Records, and then we forget about it. And it's 2 years later, and no one ever called.
Yeah.
You guys have a sick band name, by the way. It's because we moved off band names. Phantom Party is cool as fuck.
Thank you.
We were talking about
Yes.
that before, like, we got here. Like, we were like, Phantom, like, that's cool.
Thank you.
That is
Good
such a
band
cool
name.
name.
That was a fight. It was almost Flower Party, which is really bad.
I think Phantom Party was the way to go.
Yeah.
It was a mixture of 2 other bands. Like, they were throwing around Flower Party, and then there was our guitarist at the time was into some weird Nintendo game called like Phantom, and there's a bunch of numbers, some old school like obscure game. So we just put the 2 together. I wish there was
Smart.
a real like fun, cool
We don't have a cool
reason
answer
as to
either.
why the band name was that.
Dude.
but
Taco
we don't have
Bell.
one other. It's a road.
We
Just a
were
road.
like, because we were at Taco Bell on like Val Vista and Baseline, and we were arguing over names for weeks. Because like again, we had to change it. It was either gonna be I think everyone wanted Crosscheck except me. I think I was the only one who was like, I don't want to be
I like
Crosscheck.
Baseline more than Crosscheck.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so finally we were at Taco Bell eating, and we kind of looked out the window and we're like, what about Baseline? And everyone was like, that's cool, except Slack.
Yeah, I didn't-
Slack didn't like it.
I was like, that's a road. Like, that's dumb.
And then we were
But
thinking
only the
thinking
people
of
from the valley would know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we were thinking of other roads, like, what about Greenfield? We could be Chrisman. And then we kind of just, Slack had this at the time, he would always say, let's sleep on it. Every
Yeah.
decision had to be slept on. And now we do that, like, naturally. But at the time, we
Yeah.
were all like, no, let's do it now. Let's change our emails and our passwords and all of our social media, even if it's probably the wrong decision, and we're probably going to change it again. But Slack made us sleep on it for a couple weeks, and
You're
then
goddamn right.
it was the right decision. Good work, Slack.
Do people
you.
often make the Vaseline joke with you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think
imagine.
I will admit though, we made it within the 5 of us. I think Gianni or somebody made it within the 5 of us before we ever heard it from
I think
people.
was it Bree?
Maybe it was Bree.
Yeah.
Bree.
I'm not giving
Our friend
her credit.
Bree
I
was
don't
the
know.
one
It
who
was
like
Gianni.
took the picture of the Vaseline jar and
Oh,
photoshopped
true.
a bee onto
Yeah, that
it.
was hard.
That was
Yeah.
that was hard.
That should be the album cover. That should be
Vaseline
Dude.
is
fuck
cool as
graphic
fuck.
design. That's it.
A limited merch design.
Honestly, you would help us because we are currently in a battle over artwork too. So maybe we should just do that.
dude, fuck it.
It's funny. It's
It is
at
funny.
least at least a good picture for the liner notes on an album, like the lyrics, like in the back of
Okay,
the lyrics.
you're
Like the
right.
special thanks, the Vaseline thing.
Oh my god.
So not in my world, or not in the world, but inside my head. I want to talk about that really fast because, first of all, it's an EP. We got to talk about it. But secondly, I really like the name. Like, where does that come from? The phrase.
It's from Forfeit, the last
Okay.
song on the record, and it that line specifically comes from some acoustic song that I had written like I don't know a year before the EP, and it was just sitting in my drafts.
Now, in context, what did that line mean?
So the line before it is, "It's rained a lot since the day you left, not in the world, but inside my head." And kind
Got
of
it.
now it kind of makes sense. Like it's more of just like I'm sad, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. It's provocative. It's a cool
Yeah.
title. I like it. It works. It works for me.
it's a little long, but
It was wordy.
we made it
Wordy,
work.
but
Very
it's not
wordy.
that wordy.
I'm glad you like it. That's cool.
It's better than like a Panic at the Disco song title or something like that.
Oh,
you know what I
God.
mean?
And those are all song titles.
Those
Yeah.
are essays.
But yeah, it's not. It's really not that bad. Dude, there's band names longer than that.
Mhm.
Like, and
Yeah.
You Will Know Us by the Trail of Dead.
The world
Or-
is a beautiful place, and I am no
about to
longer
say
afraid to die.
Wow. Forgot about that one.
So where did you record this one?
We recorded that with Hiram Hernandez. That was our first thing we recorded with him.
Now you've recorded with him a lot, right? Since then?
Ever since then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is his studio? Where does he do stuff at?
The Earth Says it's in Phoenix area.
Mhm.
Okay, so what made you guys kind of fall in love with his work? Because obviously you work with him a bunch.
Well,
So
tell
I
it?
had a bunch of old gear I was trying to sell at one point, and I brought it into a Guitar Center to see what like kind of offer I could get for it. And this guy, Hiram at the time, not knowing it was Hiram, walks over and he's like, "Dude, is that an oversized cabinet?" And I'm like, I have no idea what that means. And like he talks to me about it, and he's like, "If you're trying to get rid of that, like here's my number, like I've got a studio or whatever." And of course I'm like kind of like brushing it off my shoulder, like, oh, this guy's just another guy with a studio and collects gear or something. But he talked to Slack and I for a while, and then texted me the next day, and I already like sold the gear, so I kind of felt bad. And he's like, "You should still come by the studio sometime."
we gave him a CD that we had a demo in our car. We had fragments on a CD.
Yeah, we did.
We gave him that because we're like, well, we're in a band, and like we were actually looking for somebody new to record with at that time. So it was like super cool timing that he just
It was
happened to
weird
be
timing.
there, and we were like, well, we have this, and if you want to check this out, like we'll come see your studio or whatever. So
Yeah,
anyways.
and then next thing you know, like, was it us three that went over there?
I think
And
it was
like,
Sean too, man.
I
think-
went there, yeah.
yeah, at one point we just went over, and he produces like a lot of other local musicians, but his quality is just like unbeatable. Everything sounds so good from him. So we're like, yeah, why not? And we recorded the first EP with him. It was a crazy cool experience. And
He had some like little tiny like apartment at the time.
yeah.
And but now he has like his own like studio, and it's
nice.
got
So-
lots of space.
So when you were recording it, was it the first time you guys had ever legitimately recorded a piece, like multiple songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we did Fragments on its own, put it
Yeah.
out, and then we did Last Year's Tragedy on its
Uh-huh.
own and put it out. And then after that, we did 5 songs in a row.
So what was that? How long did it take?
A week.
7 days.
Yeah.
That's
days.
good.
It's funny though,
7
'cause-
days is a good.
Yeah,
it's a
this,
good
the,
chunk.
the two songs. So, but we were like at this. This was during summer though, when we recorded the EP. But the singles we did, those a piece took like a month to make.
Yeah, because we would only
Really?
go once or because it was like during January. We had all had school and
Yeah.
jobs, so we would go like once, maybe twice a week.
Also, Mike worked at a different pace, I think, too. Like just
Yeah.
the pacing of it was, which is like not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Just
No,
like
I understand.
Yeah, just different pace.
He layers. Like we did like just the guitars alone. We did like 3 different guitars, 3 different tones,
Yeah.
everything.
That's how you get. That's how. Not to harp on pop punk, but that was the Blink-182 strategy.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
Just record one on the and put it on the left channel, and then
Yeah.
record another one and put it on the right channel and make it that way. Which is how that's how we've recorded too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
great.
The singer in my band was really into Blink-182, and he learned that, and now that's why. If we record anything that sounds good ourselves, it's because we've done that thing. It makes it
Yeah.
sound fatter and wider
Yeah,
and bigger.
Mike really knows how to make a chorus hit. Like the chorus for Fragments, like every time I'm like,
Yeah, he had that down for sure. That was one thing. I was like, okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
That's
Yeah.
what you need. You need a chorus that's gonna hit.
Yeah, you got to have
people
that
up.
chorus.
So how long? So it took 7 days, and then I guess like one of the questions that I had for the EP was, so were there any songs that you kind of wanted to use that didn't end up being on there, or anything that wound up on the cutting floor, or?
Dude, we recorded the first 5 songs we wrote.
Yeah.
in the order that they were written.
we wrote them The Thief, Short Straw, Downside Bird, and Forfeit.
In
and
that order.
And that became our EP.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's what we
It's
did. We did the same thing.
Yeah.
I think is our second EP in the same order we wrote them too?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe.
They're in
but-
the same order we wrote them.
But we
It's
wrote a
think it
lot
just-
of other songs before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it just like I think with us like the way we write them, it to me it feels like the way that the EP progresses.
There were some arguable like changes though that would
Yeah.
have been okay. That would have been cool. But we were just like, let's just stick with the way that we
Feels
right.
natural.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We kind of have like a natural selection process. Like if a song we're in the middle of writing just doesn't appease us to an extent, like it just gets thrown away before it even gets finished.
Yeah.
We just look
So,
at each
like-
other and we're like, this is not good.
Some
There's
bands,
never
like-
a full song that's like on the killing floor. It's always songs that have been like written up to like a bridge, and then we're kind of like, do we trash it? And then it's gone.
Yeah.
Some people will write like 15 songs and then 5 will make the EP, but we will literally we'll finish everything that goes on the EP, and the others will just be like, this song just needs a bridge, this song just needs a better chorus, this song just I don't know this song does not have an intro, like what the heck.
Yeah.
And so like we kind of if we're not excited about it as it's being written, it usually just kind of gets recycled.
Paused.
Got it.
You gotta be
Maybe not even
stoked.
recycled. We don't even go back to stuff that often.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
but
trash.
every once in a while that'll surprise you. Every once in a while you'll be able to say like, "Oh, this is a bridge that a riff that I threw in a bridge somewhere, and it's in the same key. It'll totally work right here." And then you'll kind of throw in stuff.
Yeah,
and-
like we keep all our. I at least keep all the voice memos from everything. So we still have like
Yeah.
just like
voice memos are
yeah.
important.
Voice memos.
Dude, put out a voice memo cassette of all of the demos, and you'll fucking tear it apart. I'm telling you.
Put it on Bandcamp.
We did that. We made a cassette tape, double sided. It ended up being like an hour and a half of music, and it's just demos that we've done, or songs that we got rid of, or like it's all just versions of songs that we released, or just songs we never released but we recorded, and we made it was two sides, and we sold that shit in the first night.
Really?
People
That's cool.
love that stuff,
That's
especially
cool.
on cassette. If it's on cassette, everyone,
Yeah.
no one's
That's
expecting
funny.
it to sound awesome anyway.
Yeah.
It
So
feels
it-
homemade. It feels homemade and like
Yeah,
raw.
it's personal.
And you can do it homemade. Like
Yeah.
I literally I have a cassette deck in my apartment, and I just like put it in, hit record, and I plugged it into my I plugged the aux cable into my iPod, and
Oh,
just
wow.
hit play,
Smart.
and there you go. And everyone was like, "This is the coolest thing in the world."
There you go.
That's
I'm
cool.
telling you, homemade cassettes, you'll burn them.
Here we
out.
go.
Dude, oh my God, you just gave us an idea.
Yes.
People
Baseline
love
cassette
that
coming
stuff.
soon.
And you don't have to put
Actually,
it on
not that
Bandcamp.
soon.
We didn't even put it on Bandcamp. We just like released it as cassette for what,
Yeah.
like 30 copies, whatever.
Whoever has it, and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
cool.
I like
That is so
I
cool.
like limited shit.
limited
like that.
shit is
So
the
does
way to.
everybody
That is
else.
the new business
Mhm.
model.
You know,
It
like
is.
the EP, like the eye that's on Not in the World But Inside My Head. We hand painted 5 flags and sold them at our CD release
There
show.
you go.
I don't
See
even
it.
know who has them.
Dude, I don't
but
even
they
know.
all
Me
they were like
either.
$25.
Yeah,
it was
we-
just literally a sheet that we cut in a square out of.
Dude, that's the way to go though. People love that stuff.
They do.
It's
By
so
the way, we
cool.
lied to the world. They're not hand painted. Actually, they are painted, but I traced them using a projector.
Yeah, you painted in my hand. It was hard.
Okay, it was
It's still
they are
hand-painted.
they are hand painted, but I traced
took
I traced
forever.
the eye first, guys. I'm not that good at painting.
So, short straw. I want to talk about that for a second as
Mm-hmm.
well. What made you guys want to go back and do an acoustic version of that and release it later on?
I think that was that your idea.
I want to say it was.
Yeah.
Gage had just left the band in December, which arguably was like we were on the rise for the scene. Like I remember all of us talking like there are eyes on us. People would message us like
What-
people are
and
looking at you
When
guys.
was this?
This was December of 2016.
16?
This was right after our CD release show because we had sold out Pub Rock and it was like best night of our lives.
Lives.
And
Mark-
And
Marquee.
then we played the Marquee show, which was Gage's last show, and so it was a really emotional show. Like everyone was kind of like looking like, what are they gonna do next? And we recorded that like what was that? The last week in December or first week in January?
something like that.
Something like that. We recorded the acoustic version because we didn't need a drummer for that, and then we made a little music video that I don't know if it's still up anymore or not.
It's up for now.
For now,
I don't
it's
know how
up.
much longer it'll
For
be
now.
up.
We did that, and we kind of just did that to, I guess, keep the attention on us. Like, hey, we're still doing stuff. Like, even though
Totally.
we don't have a drummer. And then later that year, Michael got his tonsils out, which kind of put us off the radar for a little bit. And then we got another
like
drummer.
right after that, wasn't it?
That was right after, yeah. We did the music video. He got his tonsils out, and then we did the Battle of the Bands in February for the slot to play at So What Fest.
I think
and
that was the most wild show ever.
that show was
Yeah, that
like
was-
insane.
What
We
was
told
this?
people.
So What Fest?
So what was it? Third String did like a show that was a battle of the bands. Like there's a certain amount, I think it was like 5 or 6 bands on the bill,
Yeah.
and the crowds voted for who got to play at South by So What in Texas, and we got to be on one of them with a bunch of like really awesome bands. And we told all our fans like, hey, just bring it to this show. Like the crazier you are, the more likely we have a chance to win this. And that show like sold out. People were like stage diving, crowd surfing left and right. There was like
Yeah.
2 pits at
That
one
was-
point.
I remember because
Unbelievable.
we didn't really think like because we had kind of like it wasn't like we were going downhill, but like Gage was gone. What
we
were we
were
gonna
just
do?
worried.
It was our
And-
first show back since we played that Marquee show.
And then we had Jacob join the band, and I was like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to sell tickets the way that we used to. I don't know if people are gonna care as much. And then like people just kept wanting tickets, and David was like, our manager at the time was like you guys don't have to push this show that hard. Like it's just about like we don't even really like Battle of the Bands. We didn't really want to.
No, I think that shit's lame. To be
It's
honest.
so
Yeah.
fucking lame.
It doesn't
So fucking
promote
lame.
anything good in the scene. It just
No, it
puts
just
bands
makes
against each other.
Well,
divisive.
not only that, but it's usually, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but it's usually just school of rock bands, or it's
No,
Yeah.
dude, you're absolutely right.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's always just kids playing their parents' music to
Mm-hmm.
appease other dads, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's no one cares.
Yeah.
It's same
Yeah.
same way with Alice Cooperstown was the same way.
Yeah, no,
Like,
like
it's
the proof
no
is in the
one-
pudding.
yeah.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah.
It
But-
does not matter.
We
I
really
agree.
wanted to play. We really wanted like because at that time we were wanting to step it up and we were wanting to travel and we had already booked a show in Salt Lake City and a show in Denver. And so we were planning to do that in early March, and then playing So What at the end of March would have been so sweet. So we did that, and we ended up winning the battle, and we went and played So What Fest.
Yeah.
At like,
if
at
it
like
was
noon.
if it was for like money or anything
Yeah,
like that,
wouldn't.
we wouldn't have fucking done. Because it's just like that's just I don't.
Selfish.
Who cares? Well,
They-
who cares? Like
They made the prize just worth it. Barely worth it.
and it was though. It was a really like
It was a
solid
cool
experience.
trip.
Very
That's awesome.
I'll never forget that.
good learning
Never forget
experience.
Where was this?
that. So What Fest
Where?
is in
It's where was it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
it's in Texas.
Texas. Oh
Dallas.
shit.
Yeah. So we made the 17-hour drive
It's
in
like-
one day. We were gonna stop in Odessa. And do you know Bobby Hendricks?
Yeah.
He does third string here.
Uh-huh.
Bobby Hendricks texted me. He's like, "Are you guys rolling in tonight?" And I was like, "Nah, we're stopping in Odessa to stay the night." And he's like, "Pussy, make the drive in one day." And we're like, "All right,
Oh my
fuck
God.
it, we're
Yeah.
doing it."
That
And
was
we,
hell on earth.
we
Rolled in
roll
at
into
3 a.m.
Dallas at like 3 a.m. and we couldn't find a hotel that would take us because we were all under 21.
Dude.
That's
Oh.
rough, dude.
Oh.
Those drives. You know what though? Those drives are it bands you together even closer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
When-
God. The lack of oxygen in that vehicle made everything funny.
It was it's crazy, dude. When we drove up to Colorado, it was like that. It was so much fun and just
Yeah.
two people are sleeping. You've got the driver and the co-pilot keeping the driver awake.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then you guys end up just talking for 5 hours in the
Yeah.
dark.
That's an ass. That drive sucks ass too.
No, it's-
Drive from here to Denver. That's
Yeah.
also long.
Yeah, the worst part of the drive from here to Denver is New Mexico. New
Yeah,
Mexico
that's-
is the fucking worst
It's
place.
it's
Dude.
New Mexico. Going through New Mexico, going to Texas is like it's not. You don't go through New Mexico per se, but it's the same environment,
It's so
same
boring.
endless
Yeah.
desert.
I have a bone to pick with New
New
Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
All of us
Give
do.
it back. Give it back.
We went through Albuquerque, and I will never go through Albuquerque like happily, never happily. I had the worst Subway sandwich there.
Oh my God. That
I had,
fucking Subway.
I had to
Dude.
pee behind a trash can.
Let's hear it. Let's
that
hear the
sandwich
what's
artist
the Subway
had,
stand.
he had
What's
a
the Subway story?
shitty attitude.
We like all of us rolled into like this Subway at like 1:30 p.m.
Yeah, it
like
was,
around
like,
lunchtime.
lunchtime.
And
Yeah.
there's one guy working the line to make sandwiches, and this is like the most unmotivated guy I've ever seen in his life. So
Yeah,
like
man.
us, what was it? It was us 5, and then like Connor was with
Yeah.
us on that trip, and we pile into this Subway, and like we're ready to eat and like go down for our meal of the day. And this guy is like the most half-assed sandwich making guy ever. It took probably like 10 minutes each sandwich. I swear to
He was
God.
just like,
Everything was
It was a
slow.
low grade sandwich
and,
artist.
and
it
his
just tastes
face,
bad.
his face was just like,
The most deadpan.
Subway, dude. Everyone gives McDonald's shit for being like, a gross, bad place with a stigma, but I put it to you, Subway is way worse. Like I went into
I second that.
I went into the Subway at next to Shirts and Things
Yeah,
over
yeah.
on over by MCC, and like someone's making my sandwich, and then the other guy who's also working is in the back of he's like kind of away from me a little bit, just going. Just in the background.
I'd be like, dude, never mind. Like, eat that yourself. I'm out.
Holy hell.
It is so fucking gross. Subway, I'm telling you, it's the new Taco Bell. It's the new McDonald's. It's just gross.
Okay, but I live in the dorms at ASU. I live in Hossie, and
Uh-huh.
there's a Subway that's open till 1 a.m. Like
Anything open till 1 a.m. is worth it.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I was like, what? I'm hungry at midnight. Everything's freaking closed. What am I else? I mean,
yeah. No,
am I
you're
gonna
right.
am I gonna eat
No, Subway.
fruit?
You get fucking Subway.
Fruit.
Actually, I freaking
What, are they gonna
gonna eat-
bone to pick with fruit?
Actually,
gonna eat
I love
fucking-
fruit.
I love
Deadass.
fruit,
I
bro.
love fruit, but like if you get fruit from like the pod or like somewhere on campus, it's like $5 for like this little thing of like 2 pineapple, 2 cantaloupe, and like 8 grapes.
What are you going to ASU for?
I study business.
Really? Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm sure that helps.
Yeah, I like the business side of like the band stuff
Mhm.
a lot. That's kind of my favorite part.
See,
per se.
I'm really curious into going for business too,
Mhm.
but I'm so nervous that it's just gonna like kill my soul and make me like,
Okay.
hate humanity.
I mean,
Like
I'm
some of-
pre-med, so
some of the prereqs like taking like calculus for business analysis. Fuck those classes.
Yeah.
They're awful and they're hard. But like I have certain classes. I don't know if you like organized data. Organized data gets me going. So I
Dude,
have,
he gets hard for
he makes a
Excel.
spreadsheet for everything.
I made a
Yeah, dude.
spreadsheet for our group movie night the other night.
Yeah, Michael gets a hard on for Excel.
So I really
you.
enjoy like my Excel class and doing like just my business stuff. I think it's all really cool. I like money. And
So wait, you're pre-med?
No,
I'm
he's
pre-med.
You're pre. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Just
Good for you.
It's gonna be a wild ride.
Dude, the medical field's crazy. I worked as a CNA for a year in a hospital. It's fucking wild.
That's so cool to
I've
me.
got some stories.
No, that's what everyone says that I've talked to about it. They're like, I have some stories to tell you from like working as a CNA or
Like,
working in any medical
or
field.
like,
I'm just like,
for instance, CPR. Like you can take as many CPR classes as you possibly can. You can do all the things. You can prepare yourself. You can take first aid, whatever. Nothing prepares you for the feeling of bones breaking beneath your hands. Like that's what no one tells you about. Like everyone talks about,
Whoa,
oh
really?
yeah, CPR, you chest compressions. Yeah, this is what they tell you. If you don't feel their bones break, you're not going far enough.
No way.
You have to break their ribs in order to give proper CPR.
I
But
did not
no
know that.
one fucking talks about
No,
that.
Yeah.
they don't, because I'm just now learning this.
Yeah.
I just
You know
now
what
learned
the
this.
hell? Yeah, you have to like hit them deep, and and I remember asking like, don't they have a broken rib cage? And the answer is it's better that they're alive with
Yeah.
broken ribs.
Yeah,
You know,
totally.
now that you mention that, I understand why all the nurses come through the drive-thru at Starbucks and like they just have fear in their eyes. They're like, it is
Yeah.
a full moon out right now. There is some fucking people who are gonna screw themselves up
That
tonight,
full
and
moon
I'm
shit
gonna.
is real.
I know.
telling you.
Every one of them tells me they're like looking at the moon. I'm like, it's like it's just a moon. What are you a werewolf? Like what's gonna happen? No,
Dude,
crazy people.
No,
People
that
get
full moon
dumb.
shit.
God.
Without, and I'm not like a spiritualist kind of person at all. I'm not into like this I know I have the crystal thing here, but like I'm really
No,
not
that's sick.
into that stuff. But I'm telling you, man, full moon nights were always the worst. I remember, why is it so crazy tonight? And then I find it's a full moon. Like, I don't know if there's anything. I feel like there's something.
It's
there
the
is-
tides.
Damn.
It's the tides.
It's the tides, man. It just makes people weird. I don't
It affects people.
We come from the ocean, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
That that it all kind of circulates.
I
I
agree.
guess so,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. Back to your band.
Oh, yeah, we're in a band.
So yeah, we've been talking about traveling a little bit. So you guys have gone on tour in the past, right?
Yep.
How many times have you been on tour?
We did
you could say
like a bunch of
4.
weekends, and then we did 2 weeks in the Midwest, and then a week in the Pacific Northwest.
Where'd you go in the Midwest?
We went like through Texas, then we went up to like Chicago, Indianapolis.
we went through Tennessee and Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis, Des Moines.
Did you guys play in Ohio?
No, we were
Yeah,
supposed to.
There's nothing there. Really? Where are you supposed
but
to play?
we were trying to get a show in Columbus. We couldn't, so
Yeah.
it didn't end up working
Got it.
out. But
Interesting.
that shit goes.
The Midwest is beautiful. I love driving through the Midwest and through the South.
It's
Very-
all green. It's
very
like
green.
and
It was
for
nice.
us, it's like it's cool. We had
Yeah.
a day off in Chicago, which was awesome. One of the best
really?
one of the
Dude,
best
man.
days of my life. My mom's cousin lives in Glenview, so like we stayed at her house for 2 nights, and she gave us her whole
Yeah, man.
basement.
That
and
was
then
sweet.
We she gave us a map of the L train. We hop on the L train. We go see like Wrigley Field. We went and saw. We took like the
Damn.
generic band picture in front of the Bean. We got like deep dish Chicago pizza. That was good.
It was
Dude,
a
good for you
solid
guys.
day.
That's
They,
awesome.
They
Seriously,
dragged
man.
me on a fucking Ferris wheel, and I
Oh, yeah, we
fucking
did.
hate heights. I hate
Yeah, we
me and
did.
our photographer Stephanie were just like, "Fuck you guys." Like,
I'm so afraid of
fuck
heights. You couldn't
guys.
drag me.
Oh,
onto
man.
It's a
it.
tall ass fucking.
Oh,
it's a
man.
tall one too.
It
like,
had just been like renovated to be taller.
Yeah,
which is
Gianni
the
and I
best part.
love that shit.
Yeah.
I live for that. I
they
love
like
going up
purposely
high.
like swing the carriage or whatever.
Oh, yeah, we do.
And I was like,
Yep.
I fell through a building when I was 15.
Oh,
and ever
God.
since then, heights.
How far
before,
did you fall?
before that, I was a daredevil, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it. I'm gonna climb everything and jump
Okay.
off everything," and nothing was a problem. But we were in this. I used to hang out in this like abandoned building when I was a kid because I was a freak. And
That shit's tight.
in Ohio, it was an abandoned military school that had been
Okay.
there for years. It was built in the late 19th century, and we used to hang out there because it was creepy, and we'd give each other the creeps and have
Yeah.
fun and stuff.
Hell yeah.
And one of the floors, it was just old. It had been abandoned for about 20 years.
Yeah.
And one of the floors was just bad and crazy and wet. And I walked through it, and I felt my left foot start to kind of sink. So your natural inclination is to readjust by pressing on your right foot to pick up your left foot, which just shoved my right foot deeper into the hole than my left foot was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I just fell, and I caught myself with my hands, and I just sat there like Tom Hanks in the Money Pit, like with my feet below me, just sitting like this, with my just at my chest.
how far was the fall below?
It was a story. It was a full story,
Yeah.
like to another piece, and then underneath that would have been another build. So if I would have fallen, I would have just been like tung tung tung, like every single
Damn,
floor.
that would have been a way cooler
so
story.
I was sitting here. Yeah, it would have been a way better story.
Next time, that's what
So I'm
happens.
sitting here like this, and I somehow I pushed myself up and I sit on this like board that's holding up the and I started to hear it crack. So that was the motivation that I needed, and I got up and I fucking left. And ever since then, even second stories in a mall.
Yeah?
Like I'll be at the mall and I'll look over and I'm like, no, I can't look over.
You like I get to like the 8th or 9th story, I can look over the edge of the railing, but you get me like the 15th story, and I just kind of like creep near and look over.
15th story, I'm on the wall.
Shit. Yeah, I'm like hug stay in the elevator. Don't get out.
I'll just your fear is like totally justified though. Like most people, I'm like, oh, like whatever, but you almost like died.
Yeah.
So
Me too.
Yeah.
Probably at some point.
Maybe.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Little bitch.
What the hell? Oh man, that's cool. We've all got crazy fears, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not super afraid of spiders, but I'm definitely.
I
really
have
afraid of-
trypophobia. You know what that is?
No,
It's when you're afraid of things with lots of holes. Like
Swiss cheese.
no, it's like no. I love Swiss cheese. It's
Okay.
like if you want to Google it, can you Google it right now?
Yeah,
Like,
uh-huh.
and I'll show you. Like,
Let's do this.
and tell me,
What
it
the
freaks
hell?
most people out. It's like
Trypophobia.
trypophobia. Like it'll.
I thought you were
probably
about
give
to say you're afraid of tripping.
No. This is. Look at these suggested images or whatever. Like just in the
I'm
images. yeah.
scared. I don't want
What
to
if you
know.
get scared?
Oh, like porous
I don't
kind
wanna-
of
Yes.
like. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
like
fucking
sponges.
God.
So you can't do sponges.
Yeah.
What
no.
the fuck? Are you afraid of SpongeBob?
Wait,
especially
you
on the
Oh, Slack's got a fear of SpongeBob. Actually, that'll be really funny.
No, I
when
love
you have
SpongeBob,
kids.
but just like on human skin, like oh my
gonna
God, the
get you
foot,
that.
dude. Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
Lord.
dude.
I'm out.
Really, you can't do the
I mean,
foot?
that's kinda
No,
gross,
the foot's
but-
the worst. And I hate feet too, so it's
I'm
like
afraid of cockroaches. I feel like that's pretty normal.
that is
Oh,
very
man,
normal.
Don't get an apartment in Tempe if you're afraid of cockroaches. Shit.
I live with my parents.
Don't get a Motel 6 in Austin.
Or Georgia.
Okay,
I've had one in
noted.
Georgia too.
We roll into Austin and we paid like $60 for one night in this Motel 6. We get there.
Preface that though. This veteran in his van comes rolling up and he's asking for money, so we give him $5. But then he's like, God bless you and all this, and then he goes,
Can I suck your dick?
yeah, and he says, then he goes, he's like, by the way, so he's all hyped up because we gave him $5, and he's like, tie your shit down, like because this is a bad area, and I'm real like.
Oh God.
And then this
no.
dude comes walking out of one of the rooms and he's like, "Oh, the band's here!" And he's like,
this
shirtless
creepy guy.
Yeah, we're like, "What?"
And
Yeah.
he like, cause we had our trailer and we had our like, we're like worried we're gonna lose our trailer.
Yeah.
So we go play our show. We come back.
Yep.
And there's
Like-
cops walking around in bulletproof vests.
Yes.
And we're like,
Looking for someone.
No.
We go. And
Lights
our,
on.
Our room was pretty gross. There was like stains on like
There was
the
a grape
beds.
under the bed.
There were cockroaches and
There
stuff.
was a grape under the
There was a
bed?
grape. That
Oh,
had been,
yeah, there
do you
was a
remember that?
grape.
There was
was
one
a
single
grape.
grape that had been chilling there for probably like
We're
10
like, hey,
years.
like, who's gonna eat the grape?
I remember.
I tried to get someone to eat it.
No one ate the
I
grape.
wake up at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, shit, I gotta pee. I go in there. I turn the light on in the bathroom, and like literally probably like 50 cockroaches just run. And I was like, we are leaving right fucking now.
You can tell if you have cockroaches. All you have to do is close your eyes, turn on the light, and if you hear, you can
I don't want to
hear
hear that.
them
I don't
running.
want to hear
Dude,
that.
that's
no.
Ooh, he's
My
yeah.
skin is crawling.
Squirming over there.
Dude, like it.
Oh, I'm not about that.
I had to battle a cockroach once. We had a cockroach in our apartment because one of our neighbors had cockroaches, and we've been sprayed, and everything's cool. You're safe. There's no
thank
cockroaches here.
my
We've been
heart.
sprayed since, and everything's been killed. But there was a time when one of our neighbors had cockroaches upstairs, and we got a couple too. And I opened my cabinet, and it looked like kind of in the dark, and I wasn't focusing on it. It looked like there was something spilling out of one of the cans. Like it was just as if like my tomato soup can was just like spilling out the side. And then I looked at it, and it's a fucking cockroach crawling off the side of it. And I'm such a pussy. I spent 45 minutes just like spraying it with Windex because I read online that it kills them, but it kills them in like 2 hours because I guess like Windex will like close their pores or keep them from being able to breathe or something like that. So I just like I ruined my cabinets because I just got it so wet with Windex that they're all soggy now, and eventually just was too tired to deal with it anymore. And knowing full well that a cockroach can't actually hurt you, it can't do anything to you.
No.
I used to have snakes. I had like 6 snakes that I lived with, and
so
snakes
cool.
are way more dangerous than a cockroach. And still, I put a cup over it and like threw it outside and stepped on the. I was like so scared.
I have to make sure it's dead.
I wish I was more of a man.
I'm not.
Henry
Me too.
Henry Rollins.
Being a man's overrated.
Henry
Nah, dude.
Rollins has like these old like ramblings of like I poured salt on a slug and watched it die, and like I
Yeah.
wish I could be like, but I'm so
No,
not.
it's like save the slug. What are you doing?
Henry Rollins.
Put him back in your
He
garden.
was my dude. He was my hero. He's my hero, man. Love that dude.
Big
I
boy.
wish I could be a big, strong Henry Rollins man, but I'm not.
Wish you could just like punch, like just like play a show, look your fan in the eyes, and just punch him square in the
That
face. Be like,
video
you
is
like this?
So good.
You
Yeah.
like this? Yeah.
It's a good video.
Well, he has like on his feet, he has scars from being burnt with cigarettes, and people would hit him on
Yeah.
stage.
That is
and-
so like that's really cool actually. That's actually really
Badass.
fucking cool.
Badass.
I mean, I wish it wasn't me, but that's really cool.
Dude, I mean, if it was
Like-
1986 and I was used to getting burnt with cigarettes every night, I'd probably beat the shit out of some people too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd be upset.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
I would be.
I get upset when
mildly
people like
unmannered.
touch my leg and like.
People
get
touch
out.
your leg on stage.
One time at our someone grabbed my butt
Grab
once.
your butt, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Good
someone
for
did.
you.
I
You do-
know.
That means you're doing it right.
Yeah, I guess maybe
Shit.
something right.
Like
That's how, you,
Steven
that's
Tyler.
how you know you're on. You got traction when people are grabbing your ass.
What venue was this?
This was at Pub Rock. I think this was our. Was it our?
Might have been the release show.
Might have been our release show. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Someone
Some
just
show.
jumped on stage?
No,
Or
no.
what?
She just like when I was singing near the like I always walk to the edge of the stage a lot all the time, and I just kind of look at them, and then someone grabbed my butt.
But isn't Pub
Yo.
Rock? Isn't that stage really high?
No, it's not
Is it
that
not?
high.
It's not as high as
it's high. I mean, it's taller, but like it's like up
You
to here.
you could
like,
it's not as tall as this table.
A tall enough person could grab your ass then. I
Yeah.
guess,
a
right?
tall enough
So it wasn't
person-
Athena that grabbed your ass.
No.
No.
Ba-dum-bum. Sorry.
I'm gonna take a snippet of just that part of this, and I'm gonna like send it to her.
Oh my god, that's
I'm
so
best friends with
chill
that.
out.
That's what will
Me
be
too.
on the cassette tape. That's what's going on the
Yeah,
cassette
no,
tape.
I'm really close friends with Athena. I totally. it's-
She's so
it's
funny.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She's cool.
She'd fight me any day. I'd win, but still.
you think so? She's
think
got some
so.
fury, dude.
No, I know.
3 feet of fury.
I know.
She'll kick your ass.
Yeah.
I know she will.
Just
Never
punch your
mind.
ass.
I'm sorry that I doubted you, Athena.
Yeah, sorry, and she's definitely listening. So anyway, let's move on to the real topic of conversation, which is the garden. The garden is where I found out about you guys. You were talking earlier about how eyes really started to kind of fall upon you in late 2016. But I would counter with I heard your name really started to kind of make its way around when the garden came out. That was when you guys really hit another peak of popularity. That's when I found out about you. That's where
Damn.
a lot of people found out about you. Is when
Sick.
when you guys started around the time of the filming of the music video was when
Yeah.
Baseline really started to like everyone. It was on everyone's lips. Everyone
Really?
started on Baseline. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
From
I did
an
not know
outsider's
that.
perspective, the
Damn,
garden
Works for me.
I feel cool.
I'm cool with that.
I
yeah.
guarantee you, if you go back and look at your insights, like on Facebook or social
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever business stuff you look at, I'm sure you would love to do
Maybe.
this.
Yes,
I
maybe I will do that.
guarantee you, around the time Garden came out, all your shit's gonna go higher.
Well, because I know a lot of our stuff did pop right after Garden, like Spotify. That
Yeah.
took over our Spotify. That song.
Yeah.
Like it's got like 55,000 plays now, and then the next closest one's at like 17.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I'm glad that that's the song I'm
Me
glad
too.
that that's what got people talking because
that's the
our
first
best
song
stuff.
where I'm like not 16 in. Every other song we recorded when I was like 16, and that was the first song where I started the song with a hook. The whole
Good for
like
you.
he gave
That's
you
fun.
But I Plant Your Garden. That was the first thing I had for that song.
yeah.
So I was
Damn, that's cool. I didn't like. We don't know how
Yeah.
like who talks about us. I
Right.
don't.
we don't know who likes us. We don't know who doesn't
Okay,
like us.
take
I
it
don't
from
know
me,
shit.
someone who has. I mean, I know more bands now because of the podcast and this and that and the other
Yeah.
thing. But
Yeah.
with there's certain scenes that I just don't know a whole lot about, and with
Mm-hmm.
pop punk, I'm sorry again, pop punk is what I'm gonna say.
It's okay.
'cause
Yeah,
that's-
no,
that
it's
is
cool.
the niche in which you guys exist.
Yeah, totally.
When it comes to pop punk, I can only name a few local pop punk bands, and you're at the top of my list as far as the most popular one right now. Like you got, and I'm guaranteed that's because of the fucking Garden, dude. That guy shot you way. That's the song. Sure, you were popular before, but the Garden put you guys in the minds of people who weren't necessarily in the scene.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
That's cool.
So yeah. Anyway, it's good to know. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Well, I'm
no,
really stoked about that.
Seriously, yeah.
So, what's that song about?
It's kind of about liking someone and them not really seeing your worth.
Got it.
Kind of being just,
Classic.
Yeah, pretty standard. Yeah.
That
How long
yeah.
did it take you to write it, or to you guys, or who's the main writers of this song?
Well, Slack and Gianni, we usually when we write, they'll come up with a guitar riff, and then we'll kind of just build from there. Really, that's what it is. We do guitars and then drums. We'll all just get in the garage, and then normally while we're like working on that, I'll help with like structure of the song, like, or more basically, I'll just shoot down their ideas if they're stupid.
That happens a lot.
That's important.
That's important.
Being able to tell someone that sucks.
Yeah.
And without them being like,
Yeah.
I'm not happy anymore. Like the idea.
I don't want to write this song anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that you can just tell someone. I've had bands on before who are just like, yeah, that sucked. Like that's good. You need that. You need to be able to say that sucks without the other person being all upset about it.
When it really, really sucks, Gianni will tell you he's indifferent. He's like, I'm indifferent. And
Yeah.
you just know this idea fucking blows.
He wants to tell you it's bad, but he doesn't want to hurt your feelings necessarily.
Which is
I
like,
don't
I
wanna hurt
respect
the
the
nice
thought.
guy.
I respect
I
the
try
thought.
to be the
but
nice guy. Yeah.
It's but
The good thing is, like, when I really like a song, I take it home and I demo it on my computer. And when we were like, especially for Garden, we were like, we want to write a song with a key change. I was like, I'm gonna do everything in my physical being to put a key change in this fucking song.
that was decided probably before the key change at the end was probably decided before
It was even
anything
written.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
That's
like,
awesome.
key
Yeah.
change in the song. And then I brought it to Michael the next day, and Michael was like, yo, if you think this part is dumb, fuck you. It's going in.
yeah, it's staying. Yeah.
Like the key change was like important, and so I think normally we'll have the music, and then I'll just kind of sit in my room and I'll write it. Normally, sometimes I'll write a song 3 or 4 times.
Do you write on a guitar with an amp? Do you write acoustic? Like, how do you?
Sometimes I'll do like Gianni will demo it out. If he'll demo it out, I'll just play the demo out loud and I'll just sing to it. But I do have like an acoustic guitar, and I'll just play the rhythm part and do that.
Makes
Sometimes
sense.
kind of both, because if I ever decide like this chorus is cool, but no, and I'll just kind of play it my own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But
I
I think we write really well together.
I think with Garden we found like a really good. I think we've like that's when we started to like when it
we
was
set the bar for
when
ourselves.
it was done. We were like, this is how we want to sound. Like, because the words and the melodies are like, oh yeah, like this is like textbook. Like I can like anybody can sort of like resonate with it, and so. But the music I think is really different for us. Like the riff at the beginning, like
I remember
it's dark.
like
and,
there was so much of that pop punk niche when we wrote the first EP.
Yeah.
There was always that talk like, that's not pop punk. We're not going to put it on this EP. And I'm so glad we're not in that anymore. Like
Right.
with all the stuff like we tried to write
Octaves.
it.
All octaves.
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Oh God,
We've
fucking
been-
hate octaves.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I feel like definitely with Garden, like we moved into the part where we like the music a lot too.
Good
Yeah.
for you guys. I'm happy that you're understanding these things early on, as opposed to making 3 albums, building yourself into a niche, and then putting out a fucking disco album and throwing
Yeah.
everybody off.
Yeah,
you know what I
everybody's
mean?
just like, whoa.
I think we'll just honestly think that we'll just continue, writing and recording whatever feels good, and hopefully that'll transform into a sound that's a little something that can like stand the test of time. I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely.
Something like that won't go out of style.
Yeah.
I know that's the biggest worry.
Yeah, is that like?
Yeah.
Does anyone like? Because I always think about it myself. Like, is there even room for in like the music business for bands that sound like us now? Are we still going to be able to, do this for a while? Are we going to make any money, or am I going to be broke?
You know what though? There is nothing, and I will fight anybody about this. There is nothing wrong with the idea of thinking about making money in music.
Yeah.
No.
That there's a difference between saying I want to write a song, I also want to write music, versus I want to write a song that's going to make money, and I don't like the song, but I just want to make money.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. But everybody, especially like internet commenters, all they want to do is group those two things into one.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
if you're doing something that you love, you should get paid for it.
I would like to be able to pay my car insurance.
Absolutely.
I would like to be able to buy a home someday.
Yeah.
People think that you just do it because it's like oh yeah, I do this, and it's like I'm very passionate about it and I love it, and at the end of the day I do it because I like it. But it's like, fuck yeah, I want to make some money. Like I don't want to like eat ramen
and live at my
fucking
parents' house till I'm
cheese whiz, like-
35. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing cool to me about a 35-year-old who is couch surfing yet quote unquote living his dream because
Yeah.
he gets to play folk punk or whatever the fuck on the weekends. You know what I mean? That's not cool to me.
Yeah.
What's cool to me is someone who's smart, who is going to take advantage of certain business opportunities and this and that. And I'm not saying you have to make a record record that somebody else wants to make just to make money. My thing about selling out, again, back to Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins said that selling out is when you make the record you're told to make as opposed to making the record you want to make.
Yeah.
I agree. That's bullshit. You shouldn't do that. But you can still make money on music and not be a sellout. There's nothing wrong with that.
The ultimate dream is just to make the music that you want to make, and then to be able to support the life that you want to support. I want to have kids someday. Like, if I could pay for my kids to go to school and live off this band, then that's the dream.
And there's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing fucking wrong with that. It makes me so crazy when people talk about, oh, they're successful. I hate them now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, that happens. So, dude, that's like an internal battle. You just like solved this battle I've been having in my head. Because, like, I think about it, it's like, well, damn, it's like I want to make money doing this, but it's like, are people going to think I'm a sellout? But it's like, but I would never do it solely because I want the money. I would like to see some money. Like,
there's
hell
nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
Yeah, I want to see some money come out of this. Like, it's like, at some point it becomes a job, if you take it to a certain point.
Look, so Phantom Party is now 3 years into existence. If at 3 years we play a show and don't get paid for it, it's bullshit.
Yeah, no.
Because the other thing is we're also we're entering our mid-20s as opposed to our early 20s now, which is kind of that breaking point between, okay, like, I have a fucking life. I have a full-time job. Like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to love it. I'm going to bleed for it, and I'm going to sweat for it, and I'm going to live every single moment within the crowd, and I'm going to absolutely love it. But, motherfucker, you better be paying me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
People vilify it, and they want to make it this kind of bad thing.
Everything we do is so fucking expensive. Gear is expensive.
Yes,
Recording is
Yeah.
expensive. Printing merch, yes, you're going to make money on it. Still costs money. Still costs money to get designs. Every single thing that, like, a flyer costs money. Like, just that little graphic that you see that shows us who's playing, when, and where. That costs money to make. So it's like, my Starbucks job is not going to pay for that.
Is that what you
forever.
work at Starbucks?
Yeah, my Starbucks is not going to pay for everything Baseline does forever. Like, and the amount of money we spent on this band this year is just crazy. Like, just gas on the road or tour food or
you know what though?
a
It
hotel.
fucking paid off because
Yeah.
this is the year. Like 2017 and 2018 is the year where Baseline again to really started to kick into high gear.
Hopefully
So-
our second EP, lives up to everything that Gardner
Is that
did
what's
for
gonna
us.
happen? You guys are working on another EP?
It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
Really? Who'd you record with?
Hire him again.
Nice. Nice.
We did that,
Yeah.
and we're gearing up to probably release that soon here.
Now I don't want to jump too ahead here, but are you entering? Do you have any interest in a full length, or is it just EP after EP, or what are you thinking about?
We'll probably. I think we all really, really want to do a full length. Just not while we have to pay for it.
Totally.
I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the general consensus.
If we could,
between us.
we just want to do, like, I think another EP, and just so we can prove to someone that we can, like, do this on our own.
It's a
And-
calling card EP.
yeah, like, just so then somebody can say, okay, these guys are good on their own. Let's see what our help will do.
Totally.
Let
Yeah,
me
and
give
so-
you $25,000
Exactly.
and see what you can do.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
That
Fuck
would
yeah.
That'd be sick. But I totally.
$25,000 and I can find an orchestra.
Dude.
to
Yeah.
fucking work on this song.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because like it would just open so many doors. We could travel. We could, if we would do if we had the money to do a full length and we had the time to travel to somebody who was like I think we all really want to work with like Will Yip or something someday. If we had the money and the time and the opportunity to go, do something with a person like that, we would do it, and we would
Totally.
spend all the time writing and everything and perfecting everything. But until we get to that point, it's just gonna be EPs.
Yeah, people are starting to. I feel like EPs are kind of the new thing where everyone just wants to put out one
Yep.
EP after another, and it makes business sense. And I've talked about it on the podcast before. I'm very old hat, and then I love LPs and I
Me
love
too.
full lengths. And luckily, I'm in a band with somebody who pumps out like song after song after song. So we're not going to release another EP. We're going to put out another full length at some point this
Yeah.
year or next
Yeah.
year, just because he can constantly do that. So
Yeah.
it's like, all right, like if you can pump out all these songs and they're good, then why not make a full length?
If we're only writing once or twice a week, it takes us a while to write.
Totally,
Imagine
yeah.
and to
Yeah.
write 12 full songs or whatever that you absolutely believe in. To write 4 or 5,
Takes time.
takes time.
Especially we're kind of slow with writing a little bit. We don't want to be, but it's just like how we are. We're very like it's the process is just
we find that if we book studio time before we're done writing, we feel pressured to finish.
Yeah,
And
that's
we'll,
what we did.
we'll actually be like, we should probably write today.
That's what we did with the last EP.
Yeah.
We booked it in advance, and then we got back from the tour in October, and we were like, okay, let's go. And then we did it, and it happened. And
we booked it, and then we had like 2 months to write everything, and we went and did it. We
That's
done
awesome.
it.
Well, so can you say anything about the new EP or talk about it at all, or is it still pretty under wraps?
We haven't. I mean, everyone knows we have another one. We think we told people we were in the studio, but like we also like when the new year came, we're like, hi, you can expect new music from us this year, and so
Is the sound any different from previous tracks or anything like that?
I think it's kind of a continuation of Garden.
It's a continuation of Garden, but like it's just more mature, I'd say. Like we looked at certain ideas, and like this EP was more, I think, solely based off of concepts and mere ideas rather than like riffs. And like, it was more just like, let's write this kind of song, and then we would write that kind of song rather than just like having a riff and then that's the song. So it's a little more, I guess, it's not a concept EP. It's just the ideas were thought of before the notes were played.
I felt really, there were times where I was like, this is not in my comfort zone. I don't know what the fuck to do here. Like, I physically cannot write a chorus to this. But I think that's why I'm really excited about it, because I just kept going with it, and I eventually did. Like, they brought new, different guitar ideas to me, and it was refreshing.
It was challenging.
Out of my
really
comfort zone,
challenging.
for
It
sure.
was hard. And
In
it
what
still
way?
is. It just like, I don't know, because like we all thought, like back in August, we all thought we were all burnt out, like on the band, and we all were like, we're gonna like,
Yeah, we've all been there.
We're gonna break up. Like we're gonna break up. Like honestly, like our idea was right now we would be done at this
Yeah.
time this year. Like we would be done.
We weren't even gonna be a band.
And so I think that kind of like messed us up, because we were like, oh god, like we almost broke up, and that was just weird, and it kind of killed our spirits. But then we went on the tour. And then we like came back home, and we're like, okay, we really had, because we tried to write the EP 3 other times throughout the year. Like we went and we even recorded with somebody else.
We were gonna have the EP. The Garden was originally gonna be the EP release.
Yeah,
But,
Really?
But we only ended up liking Garden, so we only recorded Garden.
Yeah, that was the only song we just went with. And
So that was to hold people over.
Dude, I've
until-
recorded so many EPs that never went anywhere.
Yeah.
damn,
Like
dude.
it happens, you record stuff and you spend all your time on it, and then just realize, you know what, this is not worth putting out or staking our name.
Yeah, dude, we
on.
recorded straight up like
We
I could
recorded
talk
it.
about this.
Yeah.
We recorded a full song back in March of last year. Full song with somebody different, and they were great. I loved them, but it turned out it wasn't satisfying.
us.
It just wasn't us. It wasn't satisfying.
We didn't jam it in our car and think, "Holy shit, I can't wait for people to hear this." It was just kind of like, well,
It's a
Yeah,
song.
we've all been there, man.
It
Yeah.
has a format.
That was the first time we ever felt like actual disappointment, or just like it fell short. And I was
Yeah.
like, man, this is like I
That was the only
bummed.
song we wrote without Gage too.
Yeah, and we didn't have our original drummer. He was gone for like a second, and so
Gage ended up coming back to
Yeah.
the band.
Got it. Is he playing drums now?
Yeah. So he was gonna go. He's Mormon. He was gonna go on a mission, and then he decided not to. So he came back. It's been great ever since.
Really interesting. You
Yeah.
can just like decide to not go on a mission.
Yeah, like you don't have to. You know.
Interesting.
He just he decided like, hey, I think this is where I need to be, and now he's here.
shout out to Gage. I know
Yeah,
he's listening.
Gage,
Shout-
I
we
love you
Gage.
more than anything.
We love you.
We love you more than anything.
Is he the only band member that's not present?
No, Sean, our bass player, is not.
Your bass
present.
player as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. So, sorry guys.
They got to be on the
No.
last podcast, so
Yeah.
I was like, listen,
What'd you guys do before this?
I didn't do it. It was
Wasted Conversation?
Yeah, it was
Was
a guy
that-
named
I didn't
Trace.
I didn't go.
What is wasted conversation, and how can I defeat them?
No, he's a super cool guy. He has a place out in where was that?
Santan?
I don't
It was like-
Patchy Junction.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
A little bit out there, yeah.
I used
But,
to live in Santan.
yeah, nice guy, nice house.
Super nice guy, nice house, nice family,
Um,
nice beard.
Nice beard. But
very nice.
Wasted conversation. Okay, I'll have to look it
he
up.
they got to be on that podcast. That's why I'm here for this one, because
Got
I didn't
it.
get to be on the other one.
It was his-
in class.
It was his turn.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was your turn.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, I'll have to look that up. So, do you guys have any tour kind of plans once you release it?
I think we're gonna try to we booked our release show already, which shows you how close everything's coming. We should probably get stuff done.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
And then so we'll have our release show, and then we're starting to book some stuff this summer, which is a little, I don't know. I'm booking it myself this time. So we're like, last time David booked the majority of it for me, and I just like added bands and did some other crap. But yeah, I think we're gonna try and do a longer thing this time.
David's awesome.
More east.
More east, like
Yeah.
3,
Like way east, like-
almost 4 weeks.
Yeah.
almost
Dude.
like three, just over 3 weeks or something.
If you want help, I have an amazing contact in Colorado.
Okay.
If you need anybody,
Are you from Ohio?
I'm from Ohio.
Okay, so
But
do you have anyone in Columbus by chance?
I don't know anybody.
Damn.
Listen,
Okay,
I'm from a tiny farming suburb of Ohio that no one knows about. But I do have people in Colorado if you need anybody.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's fucking awesome. I do want to backpedal a little bit because there's something I wanted to ask you guys about that I haven't gotten a chance to because I totally forgot about it. What made you guys decide to use 51 West as a music video location?
We really just needed a place to put the.
People?
we needed like a place to do the whole karaoke thing, and we probably could have done it in my house or something and saved the money, but it wasn't like it didn't have it didn't feel like it was a place people would go to do karaoke.
Totally.
The atmosphere.
And so yeah, it didn't have the atmosphere, and so we did that, and it was cool.
We like the place.
I
I
love
like going to
51.
shows there. It's very, it's super just like set up and just do it, And we thought it would look cool in the video, and we were able to decorate it.
And I thought,
Pretty
yeah,
well.
I thought all the decorating we did on the stage looked really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
dude.
whole,
So so my girlfriend was the person working sound for you guys that night.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
working,
okay.
just like basically holding down the fort and letting you guys do whatever you want.
Yeah, she was cool.
And she is way like I'm not into pop punk really that necessarily anymore, but she's not at all. Like she's not into that kind of music whatsoever. And by the end of the I wasn't there that night, but she was texting me or that day I guess it was like kind of during the daytime, early evening. And she was texting me, and she's like, "I really fucking like this song. Like, this song is gonna be in my head."
She had to hear it like 20,000 times.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure everybody hated the song
Maybe it was
afterwards.
just Stockholm syndrome.
I think I was done. Like as soon as I was sweating, and I was like, "Fuck this song,
And I just
dude."
remember, I was so tired, and we went to like the Lifelink release show that night. And I
Yeah.
just remember being in the back, like not being able to function, not being able to pay attention.
we were
or
so
stand.
sore.
I was just like,
Lifelink is fucking sick.
Lifelink fucking
Dude,
rules.
holy
Lifelink is
shit.
the shit. I listened to your podcast with
Oh,
them
yeah?
this morning because I was like, shit, I'm going to this podcast. I gotta listen to
Uh-huh.
it. So I gotta know how the hell you sound.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was so cool.
They're
like
hilarious.
They're
They're fun.
so cool. They have good stories and like we
I
don't.
wish they would have said more, but they were
Yeah.
worried about
Yeah.
like, telling.
I know, man.
Bad stories, and I was like, "No, please tell me all of your awful
We
stories."
wish like they're so they just seem like the coolest guys, and we don't like we're not like close with them, but like we know of each other,
Uh-huh.
and like we were supposed to play their release show, but we had the music video shoot that day, and that's why we went to their show because we were like, and they rolled out to the music video shoot too, a few of them did. So
we will forever be trying to play with Lifelink.
Seriously,
so.
dude, I just
Lifelink,
wanna be
if you're
friends with
listening-
them.
If you're listening, Lifelink, like let's link up and let's play a show.
just
Link up.
please
Yeah.
be friends with us.
Oh shit! I didn't even intend to do that. Fuck. Lifelink up. Let's Lifelink up, dude.
I don't think they're gonna want
Link and
I don't
build.
think they like us
No,
anymore
After that, they're like, get the fuck
No,
out of
I
here.
almost made a really bad joke earlier when you were talking about how you didn't like Albuquerque. I almost said Albuquerque.
God damn it.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave. If you could delete the entire podcast, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I decided to not go with that, but now I have to mention it. Because, like, there was, like, half of me that was kind of proud of it, and the other half of me was like, you should just die.
I have the same exact humor. Like if it's awful.
That dry.
That dry, like it's only funny
Dad
because
humor.
Yeah, it's only funny because no one finds it funny. That's why it's fucking funny. Everyone just looks at you like, what the fuck?
And you're just sitting there laughing like.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's bad, man. It happens. Oh well. So after you guys played the kickoff show for the tour kickoff show at 51 later on afterwards, where did you guys go? Was that the Midwest tour?
No, that was the one where we went like up the West Coast. We just played a couple shows in Cali. We played in Oregon, and then we played in Seattle.
Where'd you play in Oregon?
We played in Portland at the Analog Cafe, the home
Nice.
for all you for all you vocalists out there. That is the home of the best stage volume.
Yeah, they
Really?
have sound
Best.
above you. Like
Oh god,
pretty wild.
I could hear myself so perfectly. It was refreshing because like when you play small venues in other states, it's just the most ass stage volume. You can't hear shit. You're like blowing out your voice trying to just hear what you're doing. And oh my god, I just remember being there and just being so happy that I could that I could hear myself. I think I talked about it for like a week afterwards.
Yeah, he
like
was
the entire drive.
He was raving about it.
He was thrilled.
Yep.
Portland's a weird city.
Dude,
It's-
it's super
I don't know
weird.
if I like it or not.
First time I ever experienced a gender neutral bathroom. 'Cause-
I've never experienced a gender.
yeah, I was in
neither.
there
What was
just
it
doing my thing, and like, chick walks in. I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't know it was gender neutral at that point, and I was like, what? And then I walk out and I look at the door and I'm like, oh, it says gender neutral. And there's like the female and the male picture on the on the door. I'm like,
That was an analog?
yeah, that was analog.
okay. Turns
Yeah,
out
I'm
I-
offended. That was a microaggression. So, no, but that's crazy. I've never been to one of those before.
Yeah, it's
Only thing
Portland,
that I
man.
really don't like about Oregon is that they have to pump your gas. I think we waited at
That's
gas.
weird,
They
man.
waited.
Oh
we
my-
waited at a gas pump for that. The thing they don't tell you about them pumping gas is you have to wait. We waited for a good 20, 25 minutes at one gas station for them to pump your gas.
I
And
got
we were like
so mad.
And we were like trying to get to Seattle. Like fuck off. I'm
just
kidding.
makes the whole thing longer.
But really, we were trying to get to Seattle because we were trying to get there late at night after our Portland show so that we could stay the night there, and then we'd had the whole day to go around the city and
Dick around.
yeah. And so we waited at a pump.
That sucks.
Oh. I made that.
Didn't
story
that
so
law
crazy,
just
but-
get like repealed this year though,
I
or
don't
something?
know.
I think it did.
Yeah,
I think
and now
there
there's a
was
bunch of pictures
the
of people.
memes.
the
It's
memes.
people
I was about to say.
people driving away with the pump, and it's dude, I lost my shit.
Dude, people are trying to pump their own gas. And they have no
yeah.
idea how
There's
to
like
do it.
fires and shit. Like, what do I do?
I remember we were doing like interactive things in like class at the beginning of this year, and I remember some girl was saying like, I am from Oregon, but I do know how to pump my own gas. That was like her.
My favorite meme was the one with was it Zoolander with the gasoline when they're all spraying each other with gasoline.
Oh
and
my
it's
God,
like this
I've
crazy like fun party. Is that-
I've seen that.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. But it's just weird, man. Imagine
Yeah.
being 30 years old, never leaving the state of Oregon, then one day picking up a gas pump and being like, "Oh God, what is this? I have all of the power."
The argument we kept having is like, do we tip them? Like,
Yeah,
and we
like-
had to
Yeah.
Google it. Like, do we tip these guys? So
Yeah.
I always felt obligated to like give this old guy like $1.
I think we
just for
asked one of them
pressing
like,
buttons.
"Do we tip you?" Like, and then
Yeah.
I think you don't have
She's
like
like, you don't have to. I'm like, well, is it like, is this like tipping at a restaurant? Am I supposed to give
Yeah,
you?
it's like you
money?
don't
Like,
have to.
don't get gas if you can't tip. Like, don't eat out if you can't tip.
I
Is
get
that
the
how it
hell?
works?
agree with that.
Tipping 20%
Yeah,
of our
that's-
$60 tank. Like, oh,
Like,
What
holy
are you
shit.
driving?
No,
for
you get
$60
my
tank?
pocket
it
change.
wasn't literally like a $60
Okay.
tank. We drive like this like Toyota Sequoia SUV. I think it's like a $40 tank. But
Wait, you
$45.
guys were you pulling a trailer with it?
We were, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
about to say, holy shit.
yeah, it's like
No, we
there's
didn't cram
8
that
seats.
shit in
There's
there.
8 seats, so we have driver, passenger, and then 2 in each row, and there's 1 seat in between us. And so
That's awesome.
It's not bad.
it sucks, but like we're not able to
Yeah.
afford a
We
van.
toured in a minivan and it worked out really well.
Did it?
Shit,
I'm
that's
sure.
Yeah, we got
Honestly,
a big,
yeah.
it's like a Toyota Sequoia, I think.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
Toyota Sequoia.
Dude, we toured in that thing and it was awesome.
Yeah, I'm
It's
thinking
not
we've been
bad.
we're running around
It
like
works.
this, but
we,
it does.
we've that our first tour ever was in a like a 90s Jeep Wrangler with a U-Haul strapped to the back, and we were all just like holding onto each other the entire drive.
Dude, the Sequoia hauls ass. Like that thing
It does.
pulls our
It drives like a car too.
pulls our fucking trailer through the Rockies, no issue. I was impressed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got our
Terrifying.
we got our gear in the Sequoia, which is the
Did
even
you?
crazier. But
That's
we're a
crazy.
3-piece, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
way
it's
easier
a-
than
Yeah.
what you guys have going on.
Yeah, we have fucking. Oh.
5 of us. We got 412s. We got a
Yes.
A drum set.
An 8x10.
810 bass
Fuck
clap.
that.
Christ Almighty!
I
Three
would
bins
want
of
an
money.
8x10, but
It sounds nice, but god damn it, it's
is
the worst.
Is it the Ampeg one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
of course.
fridge.
It's
Of course.
heavy as
It's a
shit.
fridge.
Ampeg fridge.
Yeah. Like I think it takes all three. Like I think it takes 3 of us to get that thing back in the trailer
Oh yeah.
safely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth it though.
You guys should just pay a crew at this point.
I-
You guys are rich and famous.
Oh yeah,
now.
dude, we're fucking hopping, man. Arizona, fucking just killing it. Fucking
Yeah. No, I recorded on one of those once, and I remember turning it on and playing and just feeling the warmth of the tubes in it. You know, oh god, those things are so nice.
Yep.
One of these days I'll buy one. But
Sounds good for Sean. I like it.
yeah, does it work out? Does it work well for? I'm very tony.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Dude.
bass, I like tons of highs. People always ask me how do I get my bass tone,
Yeah.
and my answer is like crank your fucking highs.
Yeah.
Like, I just I have luckily my bass rig has tons of I have 3 equalizers on my
Yeah.
head, and my high mids, all my shit is cranked like super high up, but I kind of found the balance, you know,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
where
I feel ya.
it's not just scratchy. but I love the highs on bass, man.
can
Tony,
respect that.
it's important.
Yeah, it's good to have the cut with the bass.
Yeah,
we like that.
You should cut. Yeah,
We're working on the tones with it. Like we're all kind of like every practice we just like change something with like anything, and like
Yeah.
he plays an SVT Pro, so it's just every day, and like we want to like he's thinking about getting like a Sans amp too and all that. So hopefully he does.
Hey Sean,
Yeah.
buy the
Sean,
Sans amp.
Please buy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I play a sub because I can't afford a Music Man, but
No
they're
shame.
just
Dude.
they're so clean.
They're
it's
so
the
nice.
cleanest bass I've ever. Fender is amazing. It's the most versatile guitar ever made. I love it. But when it comes to clean, nothing does clean to me better than a sub or a Music Man. It's just so
Tons of people
fucking
use
clean.
those.
Oh, they're so nice.
Like,
Yeah.
and with clean, you can always dirty it up if you want to. But if
Yeah.
it's dirty, you can't clean it up. That's the thing. If it's the most clean guitar in the world, you can always just do stuff to it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So that's why it works. But yeah, that's fucking. What do you play?
I play through my rig's weird.
Okay.
It's odd.
Let's talk gear.
Yeah, here we go.
I'm
Okay.
about this.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit back.
So, yeah, I play. It's a solid state Marshall head. It's one of like the MG heads. I got it from a pawn shop when I was 16, and it's just never failed me. I feel like it's gonna break really soon though, but yeah, and that goes through orange 412, and then I got a
Fuck.
TS9.
Orange.
Dude, orange
When it comes to
is the shit.
distortion,
Oh, yeah,
orange
okay.
is the best way to go.
Yeah, I mean, but their cabs are built like tanks.
Yeah.
Like and oh, dude, yeah, and so
they're both 100 pounds.
yeah, they're very
Both of their
110 pounds.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
weighs as much as me.
Yeah.
and somehow this
Eat
is
food.
This is the most interesting thing on tour. Somehow Slack, having a 110-pound amp on tour, it's always me and Sean or me and someone else carrying it.
I help
It's
a lot.
never Slack.
I help a
I don't know.
lot.
I don't know how we always tell him like, put some wheels.
No, dude, no.
There's
it's-
wheels
no,
on
you-
mine.
No, you
There's
gotta
wheels on his.
No, you have to set it on the stage. You got to get that bass response.
I drilled holes into my early bass amps and I put my own casters on there, and it was the worst decision I've ever made because eventually it just tears apart the entire amp.
Oh,
and
really?
everything falls apart, and it's total. So what I do now, the answer, guys, I have the answer to that dilemma.
Oh, shit.
Buy a $25 furniture dolly, the rectangular.
That's what we use.
Exactly.
That's
and then
what
you
we
just
use.
pull it off and lay it on the floor.
That's
and
what
you've
I
got
do.
both.
Yeah, because I have a thing about like I want my cab to be on the floor because I want to feel it, and I don't want casters because it's like I can carry it like
Yeah.
with somebody else. I don't mind that, because it sounds way better on stage. So he's got a road case though, and so we
Mine
take
sits in a
Ooh,
flight
you-
case.
Oh man, you sexy bitch. You have a road
But
case.
he's
Good
taking
for
it
you.
out now though and putting it on stage.
I take it out and put it on stage. It's not one of the nice live-in cases,
Oh, it's
unfortunately.
not?
No, it's a flight case, so I got to lift the whole damn lid off of it.
Plebeian.
I know, not as royal as you thought.
That's cool. I want a road case so bad.
It's
man.
nice. I scooped it for like $60 off Craigslist. The thing is beaten
Really?
to
And it
shit.
fits?
It fits. He got a Mesa rectifier in it. We both have the same orange 412s.
People always say that you have to get those road cases custom fit. So it's cool that you got one that fits.
Oh yeah, no, it's wonderful. It's beat into shit. You kind of have to kick it into place to get the lid to fit on.
It's what it
but-
should be.
but
It
it's
should
not,
be
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it should be a
It's great.
challenge.
It shouldn't be filled with like diamonds and nice memory foam. It should be
Oh, no, it
kinda
smells
crazy
weird.
and smells weird.
Yeah.
It should. Yeah, exactly. It
And
should smell weird.
I remember when we wanted to paint it and we had like stencils of our logo, and I thought we were just gonna end up painting baseline once, but he just painted like a bunch of small baselines on it.
Yeah.
How many is there? Like 8 or 4?
I think there's 4 or 8 of them just spray painted all over the damn thing.
It's really funny.
Dude, oh my god, I've never told the story before.
What the fuck?
Daisy doesn't want you to tell the
My
story.
dog does not like the story. So okay, so when Phantom Party first started, I had this really terrible kind of basic bass case, and I spray painted it and made it look all the way that I wanted to because I had too much time on my hands. I was still living with my parents, and I wanted something to do.
Yeah.
And I, for some reason, I spray painted "fuck Roger Ebert" on it.
What?
Like the movie critic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Just because like I like crazy horror movies, and he was always very offended by the horror movies that I loved.
Yeah.
So for some reason, And the worst part was he died like a year before this happened. So I wrote like "fuck Roger Ebert" on my bass case, like I was gonna make some kind of grand statement, but no one knew who he was, so it didn't end up.
I didn't. Never heard of that.
Yeah, to be honest, didn't know who he was.
Yeah, no.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
you're
it
good.
looks like hilarious on the case, like fuck Robert Ebert.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. Now that I tell the story, I realize it's not that interesting.
It's
But
funny.
Somebody's gonna know who Roger Ebert is and goes,
They're gonna go,
still
damn.
not funny. Which is why it didn't last very long. But oh well, this is what happens, man. When you first get started, you first doing stuff.
You do weird.
It happens. You do weird shit.
You do weird shit. I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a weird
Weird
growing
shit we
pain.
did. Yeah.
I don't know. It's too many.
Not
Yeah,
gonna
there's
fall
a
asleep.
Tons.
You're
Sorry,
falling
we were talking
asleep.
about
Should
gear.
Should I do something?
We were
Oh
talking
yeah.
about gear. I don't really have gear, so.
Well, like what kind of mics then do you like?
He's got a mic.
I have my own. Like,
What do you have?
I have a Shure Beta 58A.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So wait, is it just an S? I'm sorry, I don't know my mic super well. Is that just an SM58?
It's like it's just like another step up.
got
So
it.
it's more of a
Nice.
higher output.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I finally bought it because I got sick on. We played in Salt Lake. That originally, when I first told you, first time we played out of state, we did like Phoenix, Salt Lake City, Denver, and we played in Salt Lake with some band, and their singer was like clearly sick, gross, coughing on the mic, and I was like not happy about it, and I sang with it anyways. And then I wake up the next day and I'm sick as hell, and I have to play the worst. I play the worst set of my life in Denver. Like I barely got through it. Yeah,
Where at? We're in Denver.
Moe's Barbecue.
Moe's.
And I hope I never go back.
Moe's Barbecue.
Yeah.
That
Hope
place
I
was
never
sick,
go back.
though.
That place was kind of cool actually, and they gave us movie.
They have a bowling alley and an arcade
yeah,
and shit.
they gave us
Super
food
cool.
tickets, but we never got them.
Yeah, I put the food tickets in my jacket and forgot they were there, and never gave them to the band until after the grill had
I
closed.
could have fucking had free wings.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take a hard hit on
yeah.
that one.
Also, another reason why I bought it is when we played the Battle of the Bands. The Battle of the Bands was the month before this, and I was using the mic there, and I was being dumb during Short Straw, and it has like this right when the chorus starts kind of hits, and I like brought the mic up to my mouth too fast, and I hit my lip, and my lip was started bleeding, and I bled all over the mic, and I had to have like
That's so fucking punk rock.
yeah,
dude.
Phil
Yeah,
was
it was cool.
standing. Phil was standing next to me, and I was like, "Can you get me paper towels?" And so Slack was talking, and I was trying to stop the bleeding, and I ended up just bleeding all over like my shirt the whole time. And then I remember going up to the sound guy, and I was like, "Dude, I bled all over that mic. You probably don't want him using it." And he goes, "Dude, people bleed on it all the time." And I was like, ugh.
HIV test now.
I know. Yeah. So now I bring my own everywhere. I don't ever use anybody else's. So.
Dude, yeah, that's fucking crazy, man. It happens. Oh well, you know, you can bleed on some shit sometimes. It's
Yeah.
that's so funny.
I used to get sick a lot before I got my tonsils out too. So it was like
Really, before you got your tonsils out?
yeah. So like I used to get like literally I think every month I would get strep throat, pretty
Wow.
much, and I would get like not strep throat, but I would get these infections like behind my tonsils where if you look in the back of my throat you can see like pus coming out of my tonsils. And so yeah, I can't even tell you how many shows we were like, oh my god, we might have to cancel this. But I would go to the doctor and they'd give me antibiotics and steroids and I'd be okay in a couple
You're
days.
so high
but
maintenance.
yeah,
Fuck.
I know. And so like I remember I almost got sick before the Marquee show in December that was Gage's last show. But I healed up and I said, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. I was gonna wait till the following summer to do my tonsil surgery. I said no. And I did it in January because Gage is leaving. This is the time to do it. And it was miserable. Don't get if you're getting your tonsils out is something you do when you're 7. You can eat ice cream when
Yeah.
you're 7. When you're 18, you cannot eat ice cream. You cannot do any of the fun shit that they say you can do. It sucks. I lost 11 pounds, and I couldn't get in the shower for that long because I didn't have enough water in my body, and the shower was not helping me.
That story about the blood though reminds me. We played the Underground. It was last year, and I was like just getting way too excited and too stoked. And you guys played the Underground, right?
Nope.
Before?
No.
Have you ever been there?
We've been there.
At least, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So, at that time we always opened our set with a song called Catholic School. And it builds and builds and builds and builds, and then there's a moment where it like drops, I guess, and then everyone moshes and goes crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
So at that moment, I was prepared to jump off the drum riser and do the whole cool posse jump thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And go crazy and have fun. So I jump off the drum riser, forgetting that there's a huge beam right
Yeah.
above
Oh.
the drum riser.
Oh my gosh.
Jump up. I make it about, I'm going to say a foot before I slam my head against the beam as hard as possible. Just like, because your legs are stronger
Yeah.
than you think that they
Yeah,
are.
Yeah.
And I just full force jump up and just boom, slam myself, come back down, and I thought I was going to throw up halfway through the show. I
Oh,
was
God.
absolutely certain I was going to throw up in front of everybody.
That
Because
is-
because there's that kind of head trauma where you just
Oh,
immediately
yeah.
feel like you're just going to vomit.
Have
Like,
you
it's
seen?
bad.
There's like the video. Have you seen like different videos of people like doing guitar flips and then they hit their like bandmate with the guitar? Have you seen-
Oh,
there's like
yeah.
I've seen like 96 bands. Do
No
that.
Effects has done that before. Like, he
Yeah?
broke his fucking headstock. Fat Mike broke his headstock off once
Damn.
on somebody's
God.
head.
Nice.
Which is,
I know.
again, really punk rock.
Oh,
the more you
that's
bleed,
badass.
the better the show is, I think. I feel like.
More
Give me
blood.
all the bloodborne pathogens. So anyway, guys, I do want to. So we'll wrap this bad boy up and we'll drive this motherfucker home. What do you guys have kind of planned out for the future? I know you talked about your EP, right?
Yeah. So I think we'll just plans to release that, play our release show, do some touring this summer. That's all that we've planned.
That's awesome.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't know.
Where are you planning on going?
East Coast finally.
East Coast.
Pretty
East
much.
Coast.
Some
really?
of not like we're not gonna go all the way to sorry Baltimore people. We're not gonna go all the way to like Maine. If you live in Maine, we're never coming there. Sorry.
Sorry.
Damn, you heard it here first.
But yeah, back to the little East Coast, little Midwest, little going to basically we've done some Midwest and we've done the West Coast. So we're trying to do East Coast and some other revisit a few of our favorite markets.
That's awesome.
But
Good for you guys.
A lot of new places.
Yeah, man, get out there. So and you're doing this one yourself, you said?
Yeah, I know a few people, but I don't.
Good for you. Dude,
see how
salvage
it
those
goes.
contacts.
We'll see how
Anytime
it
you
goes.
play with a band outside of town, make friends with them. Remember
Yeah.
their fucking band name.
I
and
think
say,
we
"Hey,
need
you know
we need to
anybody?"
be better about that. Like we always go make friends, but we never. There's only a few bands we're still friends.
You
with.
like Excel. I have an idea for you.
Make
you
a spreadsheet of all the bands all over the country. Yes.
Absolutely. You should go through a list of every band you've ever played with outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
Find out where they're from. Add that into a spreadsheet, and when you guys go on tour, just go through that thing and find out who you need. To hit up.
I did start one, but like
He's doing it.
He's already
it's-
got it.
I do have it, but it's like I don't. It's because it's hard to keep it up to date because all the bands, half the bands I listed in Arizona aren't bands anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just hard because I don't know what's up to date, and I kind of just. What's really nice is I'll join like we have like I don't know if you're in the Arizona Alternative group. It's a Facebook group.
I'm going to be after this podcast.
Yes. If you go in there, like there's just a bunch of people that are into this kind of music in Arizona. So I join those, like Colorado pop punk. I'll join that shit all over the country. I'm in like New Jersey pop punk. I'm not from New Jersey, but I do that, and so whenever I need bands or
That's the
something.
thing about pop punk, though. People give it shit, but at the same time, dude, you can find so many contacts.
There's a
and
big community
there's
for
a
it.
huge community.
It's
for
populated. Almost, I want to say overpopulated. Honestly, it's saturated.
Oversaturated?
Oversaturated.
There's lots of bands, and there's like you have like your really DIY ones, you're really not DIY.
You got like your pretty boys that are like flipping their hair, and
Yeah.
they got a manager. I'm quoting this with air quotes, and like they're like going out and they're.
I've worked some of those shows at 51 West. It's rough.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, 51 West is a good venue. If I could find a place like 51 West at every other state, it would be nice. $150 rent, and then after that,
That's the thing, man. People don't know that about 51 West. You pay $150 and everything else is yours.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's 15 tickets at $10 a ticket, and everything else is profit.
15 people come in, you can keep the rest, and that's like we played in Indianapolis. We ended up booking a place just like that, but it was only $100.
Nice.
But then they got busted for minors drinking underage, and they had to close it down. So we had to get moved to some other venue, and we didn't make
we
anything.
don't let that happen.
So, 51 West does not let that happen. Just to be clear.
I don't technically work for 51 West. I'm a volunteer. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like
Yeah.
my girlfriend is actually employed by Mantooth, who owns 51 West, and then I'm just like we're dating, and I would end up hanging out there anyway. So I just work concessions in the back for free and just kind of hang out.
Honestly, dude, I'd probably bought a water from you or some shit.
Yeah.
I've worked
Maybe.
doors there
Probably.
for a couple shows. So.
Have you really? Yeah.
It's for David or Phil or
Yeah,
whatever.
I've been there. Phil's awesome.
Love that guy. Love you, Phil.
Yeah, I was there for you when you guys played. Like I said,
Yeah.
when you guys did the album or the tour kickoff show, I was there. For
was a
that.
good
That
show.
That was a great show. You guys sold it out.
Yeah.
That was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I was
and
standing there.
We did all online tickets. We never had
Really?
we never had to
Yeah.
do any physicals. That was the
Holy
nice thing.
shit!
Because
Good
it was
for
so
you.
it's so small, and it's like, well, shit, let's just try this. It worked.
I think it's like I think the cap is what, like a 150, something like that.
It's a little
100,
less.
150. And yeah, dude, it was crazy. I remember I stood up on a chair and I took a picture of that picture, the picture they used on the 51 website, on the 51 Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a picture that I took, like standing up, just to show like how many people are here for you guys.
Yeah. It was a crowded show.
Insane.
It was cool.
So I'm so happy that you guys are killing it, and you're really nice and fun and and unassuming and cool and not like pretentious. So
dude, this I love this podcast. You're great to talk to.
thanks,
Yeah.
man.
I love your energy,
very
dude.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
that
is
too.
like, get
like your
more
dog.
bands on here. Like, get
appreciate
more.
it.
Like,
I like your dog. Your dog should do the.
Thanks.
Okay, your dog should.
you
help
got a
you.
good dog. You got a sick Gibson in the corner. Like,
You got some like Renaissance art over here.
Yeah, I know. I haven't put that up yet. Yeah.
this is great, dude.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks
seriously.
for coming on. I'm really happy. And okay, thanks to Baseline for answering emails really fast. Who am I talking to on email? Is that you?
I
Okay.
check my email every 5 minutes, like dead ass. I run a here. You know, I gotta show you now. I gotta show you.
Runs a
If
clean
I
inbox.
don't need it, I'll delete it.
It's gone.
But while I
Same.
need it, it stays. But I have 4 emails in this inbox, and I keep.
It
clean.
makes me. You texted me too.
Yes, I
Okay,
texted
dude.
you
It's
too.
so. It made me so happy that like anytime I emailed you guys, I got an immediate email back.
Yeah, oh man, nothing.
My
I just
email
love
box
email.
is
Yeah, that gives.
I have
this
about
gives me
3,000.
anxiety.
I would lose my mind.
I would die
I got
if I had
3,000
3,000
unreads, but it's all
emails.
just like
Same.
spam and shit. But
See,
Yeah.
I don't get spam. I click as soon as I get a spam from Twitter. I'm like,
Unsubscribe.
this is bullshit. Unsubscribe. I don't need you.
Same. Same way.
It's
anyway,
clean.
dude, Baseline. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. This
Absolutely.
is so much
Thank you
fun.
for having
guys
us.
are
Thank you, man.
awesome.
Thank you.
So this is gonna be out. Let's see if we can hype some shows. Maybe. Oh my God, I have a bone to pick with you guys. Actually,
Oh, shit.
I'm about to take back everything nice that I just said
We're not
because
nice.
we wanted to fucking book a show with you guys so bad, but instead, okay. So here's the thing. So Phantom Party was trying to book a bill in March. With
Yes.
you guys and a few other bands, and you just so happen to be playing a show with every fucking band that we wanted to book on
Yeah.
that bill.
oh no way! Is it the show we're playing like
With
next
Figure-
week?
With Figure It Out
Yeah.
in March? Yeah. Every one of those bands, we head up to play with us,
my
and you're
God.
playing with all of them
Yeah.
on a different show, so we had to move our shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oops.
It was. Yeah, that was.
I
That was
couldn't
a
believe
really,
it. It was so uncanny.
Yeah?
It just so happened
Damn,
that
dude.
every band we wanted to play. you
Holy
guys were
shit!
playing with.
I mean, they're all sick bands.
They're all sick bands, so it was like we played with Rival Coast in December. We were like, holy fuck,
Yeah.
we gotta play again.
Yeah, you guys
love
figure
those guys.
So Baseline, Figure It Out, and Rival Coast were the 3 bands.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah, we should play with, and every single one of them was like, oh no, we're already playing a show, and it was like, motherfucker.
And when it got announced, you were like,
we're all playing together.
Oh my god, it'll happen though. A Baseline Phantom
Yes.
Party show. I'm gonna hit you guys up. We're gonna do this for real because you
Good.
guys are awesome. I would love to play with you guys.
Yeah,
do
same.
it.
Likewise.
Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Music is awesome. Oh, what I wanted to ask within the next, so that your episode is going to be out in a few weeks. I'm a few weeks ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Anything going on like in March, April that you guys can kind of talk about?
nothing,
My dog is
nothing
crazy.
big in March.
Nothing
I'm
big
just
in
gonna,
March.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
nothing big in March.
Okay, cool. April? Anything? Anything? going on
I
in April?
don't know about April.
God, okay.
April's a fuck of shit.
That's too
All
far
about
out
April.
to plan.
All right.
I mean, we got a tour plans for June in the works, but we can't plan April.
Got it,
That's too
got it.
far.
It's all soon. Very soon.
Soon with
So
the eye
just
emoji.
always just
Yeah.
make sure you guys hit that on Facebook, like so you see you see it first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Exactly,
You follow
yes.
someone on Facebook. That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna drive this baby home. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. Had an amazing time. Stay tuned, guys. I've got some amazing stuff coming down the ropes for everybody. That's it. Get stoked. Aw, shit, look at that. The episode's over, man. We're done. Episode is finished. Luckily, though, there are plenty of other older episodes hanging around the internet anywhere you'd like to find podcasts. iTunes, podcast apps like Stitcher or Podcast Addict for either the iPhone or the Android. My official Podbean website. I'm fucking everywhere, man. I'm building an empire. Let's take over the fucking world. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I truly appreciate you and encourage you to please reach out and say hello. I'm serious about this, guys. I really want to connect with my listeners. So whether you want to come on the show or not, drop me a line. Hit me an email at gettingstokedpodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think that's it, man. Thank you guys so much for listening. It really, I know I harp on it so much, but it really truly means everything. So thank you. Get stoked.